Let me know how that works.
I forgot to ask you guys, do you always want to include a deal of the week? Because we did that last pod.
Yeah.
I just don't have one.
I didn't look into one.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I have a deal of the week that we actually talked about earlier. So I stopped into my local Costco this week and I found a little fireplace room heater.
Dude.
That's actually really good. And right now it's on sale from $80 to $50.
It's $50 now?
Wow.
I think so.
50.
God damn, I bought that for $80 like 3 weeks ago.
Return it.
Yeah.
I got to go back there.
Yeah. Yep. It seems to work really good. It's got a nice little remote, and I may need it because I could turn it on with the remote if it ever gets too cold in here. That way, I don't have to turn on the actual air. So
yeah, it's been hot in here a couple times.
Yeah. So I can kind of regulate it a little better. So I don't know.
I like it. I've been using it for a couple weeks. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Fucking deal of the week from
$50. God damn.
Wow.
Costco.
They were doing
there next week.
I went there today and they were doing pink drink samples and I went back like 5 times.
What do you mean pink drink?
Did you change your outfit
What
every
type
time?
of pink drink? Yeah. Put on a mustache.
No, I just walked by and snagged it and didn't look her in the eye or anything.
Damn.
What does that mean, pink drink? What is that?
It's just a Starbucks drink. It's the pink drink, but it has
They're
coconut milk in
selling
it. Yeah, eight to a package, but it's really expensive. It's like $16. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And so, but it comes with 8 like bottles like this big that you can just take on the go. And it's $16, but if you do the math, it's cheaper than going and buying drinks at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But I'm not spending $16. I'll just drink my free samples and walk away.
The thing is, too, I have a friend that works. He does what I do, and he said that he lived by Starbucks. This is taking way too long to explain, but
Get to the point.
He said that he was running himself dry buying those drinks, and they fill the whole thing up with ice. How big are the drinks?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your hack of this is your other
That's why
deal.
you get no
of the
ice anywhere you go.
How big are they though? How many ounces?
16 ounces, I think, is the smallest one. Then it goes to 32 and 64.
At Costco?
Oh.
No, I'm talking about the ones they sell. The ones that they were
At
selling.
Starbucks.
Oh, they were like little mini bottles, like probably the size of this glass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like the 8 ounce.
But did you get 8 of them for $16?
Yeah.
It's about the same with how much ice they put in it.
Right. And I was going to say, too, if you ever go to Starbucks and you like your pink drink or your strawberry acai and stuff like that, what you got to do is just say you want just the juice, no ice, and get a large of it. It's going to get your money's worth. Have them fill it all the way to the top. And only about 8 ounces of the 32 ounce will make you a small drink with ice in it. So it'll last you about a week for $8 versus paying like $6 every time you go in every morning.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Deal of the week.
Yeah.
Deal of the week. All right. I do have to introduce the pod too.
Oh, yeah,
We
right.
didn't even say hello to nobody.
Yeah.
Dang, happy Valentine's Day. Nothing.
Hey y'all. Welcome to the what kind of pod is this? Oh, the
Entertainment Panle?
Oh, the Entertainment
All
Panle.
right.
Are you feeling entertained?
Yeah, right? Not entertained. Yeah, so on this pod, we talk about pop culture. We talk about things that we're watching right now. We talk about things that are happening in entertainment. We also talk about foods that have come out, foods we want to try, and we have a couple debates for you guys later.
Welcome.
Welcome to the gauntlet, bitches. But yeah, what's new with you guys?
We got to talk about that Super Bowl first, right?
Do we got to talk about the Super Bowl?
We have to, right?
No, I think he meant like introduce ourselves.
Oh.
No. I just, how's you guys' week been?
Oh,
crazy.
it was fine.
Yeah. Did you guys want to disclose anything that happened?
I actually just got my advanced certificate in community health work.
Oh yeah.
I just graduated that class on Wednesday this week, and now I'm going from 4 classes a week to only 3 classes a week while I finish my degree. But hey, I got a degree, and now I'm working on my second one, and I'll have that within the next like 2 months, 3 months.
Good man.
So,
Good man.
yeah, that was an intense. I've been doing lots of homework all week, and I recently have been Fortnite obsessed. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, and
Bruh.
yeah, I can't get homework done because I've been like play a game, rage, do a couple problems. But yeah, that's been my week. What about you?
You wreck discipline.
Yep.
Actually, some exciting news. My Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook, Lucas Santos Davila. I actually got monetized this week, so that's like the first bit of social media that's been monetized for me. It's exciting. I got a whole 20 cents.
Oh, yeah,
Shout out to my cousin Marcy for being the first one to donate. Yeah. So that's been pretty exciting.
Dropped a couple dimes.
Oh man, it's nice. It felt good. What else? I went snowboarding for the first time in probably like 7 years. Like it was just a little hill over at the county fairgrounds, but I went down the hill. It was dope. I fell only one time out of the 6 times I went down, but it was a good time, man. I showed the kid how to snowboard, busted out my old snowboard from when I was a child, and gave it to him so he got to check it out.
How old's your kid?
8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was getting down.
Should be ready.
Down. He was like, "Dude, I love this more than VR." Yeah, this is real life. No shit.
This is just R.
Right. This is just reality, bro. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. And then, last week was kind of shitty. I mean, I kind of had a kind of rough week mentally. I'm not even gonna front. Like, it's been pretty fucking hard for me to keep track, keep focused, and stay together. Past week or so, but having the program that I'm doing right now, 300 reps a day for 100 days. It's 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats. So or a variation of, because it could be neutral grip, wide grip. I have to use the assisted machine for most of them because I'm 300 fucking pounds. But and then the push-ups, we do variations. Sometimes we do dips to kind of keep it mixed up. And then we've been doing weighted squats. Sometimes just body squats. Sometimes weighted squats. But 300 reps a day for 100 days. Today was actually day 13.
Wow.
So yeah, we're doing that all the way bore through 100 days solid. I think we're going to end on Mother's Day if my calculations are correct.
Wow. Good job.
Nice.
Congrats.
Wow. Oh, yeah, man.
So that's what
awesome.
I got going on.
That's awesome.
I don't wish I was you.
I guess I could mention that I had speaking of monetization, I did not get any money for this, but I did have a video of my daughter go viral on Instagram, and I got 3.5 million views on it.
Oh, yeah.
And that was kind of wild.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just seeing my phone it was kind of like an adrenaline rush, like opening my phone and just seeing like
Just
of
to
all these
see
like
that,
comments.
Yeah.
Like I could barely open an app without like comments just flying in. That was kind of fun.
I remember those days.
You got to take the dick out of your mouth for just a little bit.
Listen, you're supposed to talk close.
I know, but I don't have the levels
Can
offset
we-
and shit.
Really fast, I want to talk about the dangers of that though, because once people become obsessed with your lives and like involved in it, it will never stop, and you'll get hate, and they're gonna judge everything that you do all the time.
That sounds like my life since I've been growing up, man.
Yeah.
Hate. I had tattoos, piercings, wore all black, goth boy, like,
Chewed metal.
yeah, chewed metal.
Hating an infant is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on being an influencer. Like most of the content I post now is just her, but that's just because that's all my life is now. It's not really because I'm trying to like be an influencer with baby
No, I feel
videos.
you.
You're saying that doesn't make you want to be an influencer the way that your phone got flooded like that?
No, it did. It was fun. I was like, oh shit, could this be a thing? And then I was like, nah, seems like too much effort. Plus, like on Instagram, so they used to apparently up until 2023, if you had a video go viral, you would make money off of it. And I
Right.
guess it was from what I was reading on Reddit, people were saying for 1 million views, you'd get like around $1,000. I was like, damn, that would have been nice. $1,000 worth of diapers for this. And I got 3.5 million. But they stopped doing that 1.5 years ago. Now you have to hit like certain parameters.
Yeah,
to,
you
like,
gotta hit
become
certain
monetized.
milestones.
Just like you said on
I
your
was gonna
Facebook,
say,
you have to
I
get
mean-
to a certain level.
But I was making content for a good 3 years before. I mean, they tried to monetize me like a year ago, but I had some posts from like years prior that didn't agree with their community standards. So I had to go back and delete these posts. And then even a more recent post where like I had a flat tire last week that contributed to the whole like bad week or whatever. But it was silly because I put whatever day it was, I said, hey, fuck you, February fucking 11th or whatever, And I posted a picture of the flat tire, but then I posted a picture of the tire that it was repaired. They flagged that post because I said, fuck you in there. And it wasn't even like directed towards anybody, but the day.
Right.
And then they blocked off both of my pictures. It was just a tire.
Yeah.
One was a flat tire, one was an inflated tire. And they blocked the pictures. And they told me to take it down or else they would not recommend any of my posts.
Yeah.
Like through the
Jeez.
feed and through the algorithm. So I had to delete all these, a couple posts from
Did they
backlogs.
show you which ones?
Yeah, they showed me.
Okay.
And then that's, they said, here's your options. And then the only option they said was delete.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, fine. I'm not going to let that couple posts hold me back from trying to monetize.
I will say this, man, like, not to dick ride too much, but like you really do, like you really help a lot of people with your attitude and how you handle those situations. Because like I was for sure, like we were meeting that day. I was like, oh, he's out. He's cancel that.
Hell no.
And you're like, nah, son.
Nah, son.
Nah.
It ain't going down like that. No.
I'm still gonna be there.
We
I was like,
ain't going out like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm a rider, man. I'll grind. Like you want to talk about flat tires real quick? Give you a quick story. Just last year, I had a trailer full of maybe about 3.5 tons of gravel, and I was going down. I hit a hit a train track. Train tracks are known for being, really wobbly right around there. Took my time, went over them, but for whatever reason, the load was just not sitting right. Bounce, tire popped on the trailer. I had to drag it through the asphalt, and you can see my tire marks, like the marks grounded in the asphalt to this day. Hit up the homeowner. I said, hey, got a flat. I got to fix it. I'll be there. She's like, oh, okay, well, if we see you tomorrow. I said, nah, I will be there in 2 hours. Sure enough, went and I jacked it up. Got the tire, went and got a new one. It was like a whole side quest, and it was like
side quest.
It's a side quest to get to the main quest. And that's kind of like how I look at a lot of things now, especially now, where it's just like an adventure, Sometimes when things happen like that, like, you go, fuck. Like, all right, now what do we got to do? Yeah. And then it's like a race against the clock. And I'm like, oh shit, it popped in Valpo. Or no, it popped in Crown Point. I had to get to Valpo. But before that, I had to do all these things. And then I was even late getting to Valpo. But I still made it there, and for whatever reason, the stars aligned. Other appointments got canceled, so my appointment was still able to be valid and ran through. Got all my time in, and I still hopped on the highway and still made it to go meet up with that guy for another.
and got there early.
And got there early, right when he was getting there.
Yeah.
So it's like just that sheer will and determination. I didn't let that flat tire just stop my whole day.
Right.
And like even today, the video that I made about my 300 reps, like I was not feeling it today. I did not want to be there. I was in a shitty mood. But like I went there, I explained that, like, man, I used to let myself get consumed by this hate, this anger and aggression, but now I can just run through this 300 reps a day because I have a structured program that I know I have to get done. I know once I get that program done, like it just the euphoria will just hit you. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta trust the process, bro.
We're gonna clip that up. Okay, so now we oh wait, do I have to share too?
No, you don't have to. I was just gonna say, do you want to share?
What do you got to say?
I know. Usually I'm so like, oh, let me tell you all about my personal life. I just don't want my family to worry if my mom sees it or something like that. But I did get arrested over the weekend.
Just straight into it. I was
That's
gonna let you off the hook.
Good old driving while black. I will post my mugshot. I tried to look mysterious, but it wasn't anything too serious. It was just like some license shit that I gotta take care of. Just check your shit. Make
they're
sure
gonna tell you they're gonna tell you to bring proof.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like they didn't. I got pulled over in my friend's car. My friend was with me, and they're white and in the same exact spot. And they didn't have insurance. They didn't have their plates were bad. They didn't have proof of anything. And they were like, "Oh, you're good." And then my black ass, why don't you step out of the car?
That's
but
frustrating.
It is what it is, and in this day and age, for me, it's to be expected, and it sucks. But it's just one of those things. Like I'm a glass half full type of guy. I just made the best out of the situation. I was joking with the officer on the way there. I was joking with everybody once I got there, and of course in a very serious way because it is a very serious environment. Like, hey guys, real quick, we're laughing and everything, but I do apologize for wasting you guys' time tonight. Like, for real. Like, you had better things to do, bigger things to see. The officer that arrested me immediately left to go handle a pursuit, and it was a very intense pursuit. He was very on edge, and I let him know, like I fist bumped him. Well, he fist bumped me. I was like, hey, bro, be safe out there. Because I recognize that these guys do have a job to do, and it's a tough job. And just because he decided to take me in and everything, I'm not going to let that ruin my night, his night, or my life. Because that's what's more important.
No, it's a good thing because little moments like that can consume people, man.
They can.
And they can really tear you up, and you could be stewing about it for days.
Yeah, and I've already let it go, gotten past it, gotten everything fixed, and we're good.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Having a good attitude with stuff like that too also helps.
Oh yeah, I was in there rapping Kanye the whole time.
Yeah, like if you go in with a negative attitude, they're just gonna be like a-holes. No offense, but it's true, and I'm glad that you had a positive mindset going through that.
And they got me in and out of there as soon as possible. And they didn't let anyone drive my car, but they did let them take it to a gas station. They were gonna tow it from there to the impound, and they brought a sticky note. I was like, hey, they decided not to impound it.
Oh,
You're
dude,
good.
that's
still
awesome.
love.
Yeah. Just because I was
love.
cool. And it was funny. I have a card in my wallet It's one of those, you can get them online, one of those white privilege cards.
Just busted out.
Yeah, I did. I was like, say, bro,
Hey.
I got this card in my wallet. It's supposed to get me out of this. And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, just check my wallet. It's in there. It's the white one. Just check it. And he checks it and he's like, bro, what is this?
You're not supposed to have this.
And the other guys who saw, like, for him, he kind of brushed. He was the offer. He was still in a very intense moment, so he just brushed it off. But the other guys thought it was hilarious, and we just joked back and forth about it the whole time. It wasn't a lot of fun because obviously I'm getting processed and fingerprinted. But while I'm getting fingerprinted, me and the officer are talking about how much he bags on the other officer, and they're going back and forth and stuff. And like, it's fun. It was funny. It was a funny situation. So, and by the time I left, he's like, we're shaking up, giving each other hugs, and good luck on your podcast, man. I hope everything works out.
Of course, you plugged the pod.
Of course I did.
Right.
Of course I did. You know I did. Absolutely. But
and then you said you were going to do a pig pod, right? Isn't that what you said? New podcast called Pig Pod?
No, I'm not.
No? Okay. I must have misheard you.
And the thing is like, and I have a friend. I never really like cared for police officers and things like that. I've actually got to know somebody who is a police officer, and he's a really, really cool guy. And we didn't have a lot in common, but we did have a lot in common. And I see him all the time. I saw him today, and whenever I see him, he's just like the nicest dude. And I'm like, okay, there's another side to this. And since I've met him, I've been a lot more open to these things happening and whatnot. And I told him about it, and he was like, they're just being dicks, bro. You handled it the right way, though. He was like, if you need anything next time, I got you. So it's cool. Yeah.
That's good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look
But
at that.
what do you guys think of the Super Bowl?
So many opinions.
So I'm gonna
Not the game itself. Just
yeah,
the
that's what I was gonna
halftime.
say.
Yeah.
I'll leave the game itself to your sports pod, but the halftime show, I thought it was decent overall. I think that Kendrick Lamar was an odd choice, or rather, the songs he picked were an odd choice because he didn't play a lot of his not upbeat, but a lot of his like party songs. Like he has songs that were very popular and kind of party songs. And he didn't play like Poetic Justice. He didn't play Swimming Pools. I understand that he was going for a message and he wanted all these songs to be a cohesive message, and that makes sense. But I just think that like a lot of people didn't like it because either they were old white people who just didn't know who he was, and they were just like, who is this clown?
Like, what is he saying? He's talking too fast.
Or even the people like myself who do like rap, and for the most part, Kendrick, I think there's also a group of people like me who are just like, it just wasn't like a party atmosphere like you would think of the Super Bowl being. But obviously he had to play
I concur
not
to
like
that.
us. And that was the whole point of them picking him, is I think they knew that him playing not like us would be huge. And that's exactly what he did. And it was huge. It was the most watched Super Bowl halftime show ever, beating Michael Jackson's record in 1993. So it's not like every year the viewership goes up for the Super Bowl, but not every year the halftime show viewership goes up.
Right,
You know he can't get paid, and he can get sued because of the halftime show because he's not supposed to look in the camera. And he turned and looked at the camera, and he was like, "Say, Drake." That cost him a lawsuit.
Why would he not be allowed to look in the camera?
I think it's just part of the thing. Like, there's a lawsuit being developed right now because of it.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, he has enough money, and he smiled and everything when he did it. But like, that's like another hot topic.
And all of that's approved. All the set list. He was obviously only going to do that song if the NFL and everyone approved it. So.
I think Rock Nation's okay with it. Yeah.
I watched that on the way here, actually, just to check it out, see what it was all about. And
you hadn't seen it till today?
No, I waited on the way here. You know, like I was like, I'll throw this up, whatever. And I was like, man, I was feeling it. And of course, at the end, that's when he put, he played the good song.
Yeah.
And right after that, the algorithm put up Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Mary J. Blige and 50 Cent from the one a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my smile instantly on my face. I was bumping that. That went up a couple notches, but yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of like, it was kind of. I don't want to say stale, but it wasn't captivating. It wasn't like, oh man, this is a show. Like and it's weird that it's like you said the most watched one, and I seen how many views it had, and it didn't captivate me like I thought it would have. Like I'm not even a fan of his, and I'm not a fan of like a lot of other artists that have been in the halftime shows. But when I watch him, at least it has like an entertainment value that I'm like, man, that's cool. That'd be nice to be there to see that. And I don't know, it just seemed kind of like just bland.
I have a different opinion, actually. I think that it's awesome. They took an opportunity and they went with it. They used their time that they had wisely to get a message across, and that was the important part. And I was entertained. I was like, wow, this was approved. This was up there. People were supporting this. And I was like, I'm so proud, actually.
Okay, so there's a couple things. There's a couple things. Only because hip hop is my genre. You know, I love hip hop. I love what Kendrick does. I definitely, what he does resonates with me. But two things to be said about him. One, he lives in the moment. He doesn't go backwards very much. So you were gonna get GNX. You were gonna get his latest album. You weren't gonna get, you know, a whole lot of old shit. Also, he's a storyteller, a master storyteller. Having Uncle Samuel L. Jackson, who's really Uncle Tom. You gotta remember, this is the same Samuel L. Jackson who played the house nigga in Django.
Yeah,
It's a play, right? If you listen to what he's saying the entire time, Kendrick was sending a message that it was all a game. There was a lot of messaging. The first combination of the X square circle and everything that you see in the beginning.
PlayStation.
It's actually a cheat code for a game that gives you unlimited lives. The whole thing
and armor, right? Someone said armor and unlimited lives.
And unlimited lives, or something like that. Also, the messaging with just having it be the X and everything, just like Sony. Who is under Sony? Drake is under Sony. It's all again, and then the whole game itself.
Serena and SZA.
Yep, yeah. Serena. Yep.
And beyond Drake, the game of America, playing America's game is what he said. We're playing America's game. When you play the game of America, you have to abide by America's rules. That entire thing was him saying, "Okay, I'm not playing by the rules." When he played "Be Humble," that was him playing America's rules. When he slowed it down, him playing America's rules. When he started off, when he had his homeboys out there, they were like, "You're not playing by America's rules. Deduct one life," right? Man in the Garden, it was on GNX. Man in the Garden is about him talking about how he deserves it all, right? And if you notice the difference in what they were wearing when they were around him versus everyone else was wearing red, white, and blue. They were wearing hood clothes. Yeah. Right? It's just that all the messaging in there. You were going to get this message the way that Kendrick wanted you to get this message. And this revolution was supposed to be televised, but it wasn't for everybody. If you walked away from that experience thinking that it wasn't entertaining, then you walked in and it just went over your head. It wasn't for you.
I believe it.
Yeah, it wasn't for you. And it doesn't mean that his music isn't for you. It just means that you don't get the message yet. And that's okay. But the message that he was sending was that, well, first off, game over for Drake. Second off, you know, I'm not playing by America's rules. You put me on this big, huge stage. This is the biggest stage in the world. In the world. I have the whole world in my hands for 13 minutes. If you think for a fucking second Kendrick Lamar isn't going to do what Kendrick Lamar wants to do in that 13 minutes, you got him fucked up. And I know for sure that Rock Nation, when they put that together, they knew that they weren't about to get the glitz and glam that you got in the 2020 show where you had Mary J. Blige and you had Dr. Dre and Eminem and they're playing hits and all the poppy stuff. And, you know, we could have got, you know, or when they did Prince and they did Purple Rain and it was just people screaming. No, you weren't going to get that. You were going to
now it makes sense to me. The way that you're getting down with it, like the way that you're explaining. And also, hey, that's why he looked at the camera.
That's why he looked at the camera.
Yep.
Now it makes sense.
And also this was a very pivotal moment in hip hop because never before has someone gotten multiple Grammys off of a diss track and gotten this type of notoriety off of a diss track. It's just never happened. Jay-Z versus Nas, it was just on the radio and that was it. And it was just New York radio, you know, and besides Biggie and Tupac, that's the biggest beef we have to date in the hip hop community, you know, and those are really, they weren't on a global scale. Not Like Us is a global song. It's a global message. It's a very deeper message than just, I don't like Drake, right?
Right.
See, I'm going to watch it on the way home now. I'm going to have a totally different
You're going to have a totally different experience. And the more you watch
That's
it, with Kendrick, the more that you consume the same thing over and over again, you get something different out of it. I listened to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and it's if you listen to Kendrick's music, his albums are like are like a real entertainment. Like for instance, Good Kid, Mad City is like a movie. The one I just mentioned, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, it's like an opera. It's like a real opera. Some of it he has is like a play. Some of it's like a sitcom. Like his albums are themed and differently, and they come off differently. But this is how he tells his story, and it wasn't he's not for public consumption, really. He's just not. But the message that he was sending, it was just, we're playing America's game, but I don't play America's game. I'm gonna do what I want.
When I was watching, I was at a party. I was at a Super Bowl party, and everyone like tuned out like halfway through. And I was like, guys, look! Like I was like, look at the outside. Look, that's Serena Williams. They were like, nah, that's not Serena. I was like, that is. And I was in it, and I was entertained just seeing and pointing out the different things. And they're like, why are they not playing party songs? And I was like, guys, this is pretty epic. Like you guys need to pay attention. And I had a positive outlook on it. Did I think it could have been like what's the definition of entertainment, right? Do I think it could have been more party focused, like we were saying? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I don't think it would have had as great as an impact or effect.
Yeah.
If it was.
Because he could have played all right. He could have played a whole other song, Bad Blood, with Taylor Swift and brought her out. But he was there to tell a story, and he was there to send a message.
He was not trying to waste his 13 minutes.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
And he started off with an unreleased track that isn't even on an album.
Exactly.
You know? It's just a whole thing, but I forgot to turn it off there. But you guys go ahead.
That happened last time.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we talk a little bit about the commercials?
Yeah, I just had one more thing to say about the performance. That's why I was saying like I think it went like a lot of people didn't like it because you're at a party, you're at a Super Bowl party. Most people, I think, at the Super Bowl parties aren't going to sit down and like tell everyone to be quiet and like pay attention and like try to get the messaging. I think a lot of people are just going to casually go get dips and kind of get food and walk by the TV and stuff like that. So that's why I thought I think I understand what he was going for, and I think he obviously what he was trying to do, he definitely accomplished. I just think that it was just kind of a weird stage for it because I think even though it's the biggest stage to get your message across, I think a lot of people just weren't even going to like pay attention. Or like listen, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a captive audience.
Yeah, but it might have been a smart move also because, I mean, now that we're talking about it, I'm sure somebody's going to go and look at it. That's going to generate more views right off the jump.
To be totally honest with you, the fact that people didn't resonate with it was the exact point.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Well, and just the genre in general, people weren't going to... There's a whole subset of people who just don't like rap or despise rap no matter who it was going to be. So there's already going to be people who weren't going to pay attention.
And honestly, if they go back and you pick the song, you go back to the songs and you just read the lyrics, it would make, okay, cool. You didn't like his cadence and how he delivered it. Go back and listen to what he said, you know?
Can I talk about a meme I saw off the performance? You know, like how he turns to the camera and he says, hey, Drake. You know what I mean?
Say Drake.
Say Drake.
That's insane. He got that off.
I know. I saw a Twilight one where they put Edward Cullen over his head and he's like, say Jacob.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, A minor.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
I can't believe they got that off. I can't. I was so surprised. Like the whole time I'm saying, like he's not gonna play Not Like Us. I know they're gonna play it.
You really didn't think he was gonna play it?
It was just shocking to me. It just was one of the. I mean, 2025 so far has been the year of just shocking things happen to where even after I've seen it, I still can't believe I've seen it. And I still can't believe that he played Not Like Us at the Super Bowl.
I thought it was epic.
I thought for sure he was going to play it. The only time where I was like, not worried, but thought, oh, maybe he's not, is when they kept teasing it because I'm like, oh, maybe they're just going to tease everyone the whole time and they aren't going to do it. And so I was going into the things saying, okay, he's definitely doing it. And then as it went on, I'm like, oh, fuck, he might not do it. And then he did it. And I was like, oh, he got me back in again. But I was telling someone at work, it kind of reminded me of like, as far as like picking him for the show, kind of reminded me like if they would have picked like Lupe Fiasco to do a Super Bowl show, you know what I mean? Because his music is so lyrical and tells such a story that it would have been an odd choice for Lupe to do a halftime show, especially when he's not going to play like Superstar and Kick Push and things like that. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Like you pick the guy who is super lyrical and super storytelling driven, and then he didn't choose a lot of those.
Well, he has
commercial
he
success
has a lot
songs.
of commercial success.
That's what I'm saying, but he didn't choose any of those.
No, because when you get Kendrick, you are going to get, the message, because he puts before himself, and if that's the thing, that's what he said at the Grammys. He says we're not going to sit here and act like hip hop isn't the biggest genre in the world. It is. We're here to stay, and this is what it is. He was very unapologetic about it. And that's just a fact of the matter. And for people who didn't like it because it was hip hop and it was real hip hop and it was hip hop with a message, sorry, it's the number one genre in the world. He's the number one artist in the world. It's his 13 minutes, and he's going to do whatever he wants to do with it, and no one can stop him.
How about that timing, huh? Because they picked him in the summer to do the Super Bowl, and then he 2 weeks before he wins all the awards.
Oh yeah,
like that lined up perfectly for the NFL to have him win every freaking award leading up to the Super Bowl.
I think
because that probably got more people interested in watching it. They're like, oh, this dude who just won Album of the Year and Song of the Year and all this stuff. Let's see what this is all about.
A lot of it is directed by the labels too, because the labels kind of pick who wins those awards. And so the label, he really had a lot of label backing, which is funny because he's under the same big major label as Drake. Like they're both UMG.
Which is owned by Sony?
No, Sony. Yeah. No. UMG owns Sony.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
What?
So they're both not Sony then? Artists?
Really fast, I want to bring up the point. Taylor was booed.
Yeah, that was Eagle fans.
She sure was.
Yeah.
That was. I'm sorry. That was
Okay,
hilarious.
listen. I understand, but like she was keeping to herself, especially
that's what made it even funnier.
And Blake Lively didn't go to the performance this year, because of all the drama. I know we talked about last time the drama between Boldoni and her, and she basically brought Taylor over there and used her, in her words, as a dragon she's going to bring her dragons to make her script happen. And Taylor heard that she was referred to as a dragon, and then uninvited her to the Super Bowl. And then she was booed. And I was like, oh.
But that was just Eagles fans, because
I know,
it's not like she gets booed everywhere she goes. It's not like people hate. I mean, some people do hate Taylor Swift, but I think if the Chiefs weren't playing in that game, she wouldn't have gotten booed. But it was because people saw it as like, oh, this is the representative of the Chiefs.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to boo the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right. But
So,
still,
I think-
I thought it was so sad. Like, I was just like, she's just trying to support her man.
I mean, that's just sports. That's sports.
Whatever,
like
man.
she's
She
in
gets
that
enough
world now.
cheers to get a
I
fucking
know,
boo.
but like also like they showed her on purpose, They're
Well,
like,
yeah.
oh, Taylor's here. And
I mean, they showed a few different people. I mean,
Quick correction, real quick. Drake and Kendrick are both signed to UMG. The OVO, which is the company that Drake owns, is partnered with Sony.
oh, okay.
Got
So that was the Sony reference.
No, yeah, that was Sony reference.
And then, so I just thought it was interesting that Taylor was booed. And I was like,
My wife was like upset by that Taylor getting booed, because she's a huge Taylor Swift fan. And she's like, you don't see Travis. She's like, how come when Travis Kelce gets shown or announced at like a Taylor Swift concert, everyone goes nuts and cheers, but then when she gets announced at his thing, everyone boos? I'm like, because a concert isn't sports. There isn't an enemy. There isn't an adversarial effect. You go to a concert and everybody loves the person they just paid a lot of money to see. You go to a football game, you're paying a lot of money to hate half of the other
team, right?
Yeah. So like, she's like, yeah, but I don't know. I just didn't like it. I'm like, that's going to happen with sports. Like, that's the whole point, is that you root or you boo against the other
Sports
team.
is competition.
Yeah. If she was going up there competing against another artist who she hated, I'm sure her fans would boo that artist when, you know what I mean? Like, but that's not how concerts work.
right.
That would have been pretty nuts if it was how concerts work, though. Can you imagine?
Crazy.
Like the
Drake and
opening
Kendrick
act
come out
versus,
and share a stage. Drake raps over here, and then Kendrick, and then
it's like a boxing event, but
fans
like
would
with your
fight
voice.
each other.
That sounds like an amazing mosh pit.
Yes.
actually. I would be dead center in that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. That sounds great, actually. Can we talk about the commercials? The teaser for Megan 2 came out, and everyone was up and walking around kind of during the commercials, but when that came on, everyone in my room that I was in anyway stopped and turned and was like, whoa, there's another one coming out, and it was a great teaser. I'm excited for it, and I love a good AI reference to a scary movie. That's all I'm going to say on that.
So I did watch the teaser, but what was the premise of the new one? She's more AI driven now.
Yeah. And also,
still a little girl, same form factor.
yes, same form factor. And I think it's like she's older, I think was the vibe they were going for with it. Like,
so they built an older robot, you mean?
I guess
They
like
programmed
they're
it.
more advanced, more
Software
advanced.
update. She's now 11 or whatever.
I
Who
can't
would win
remember
in a fight?
specifically.
Her or the chick from
Megan Fox, are you talking about? Megan.
Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Which-
I mean, the
Wait,
girl.
what?
She's talking, or no,
companion?
like not Megan Fox, Megan the bot.
Yeah. What was that movie
Companion?
called?
No. He's talking about Megan Fox, AI sex robot. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Oh, you
Not
were
at
here
all.
for that podcast.
Oh, no, I guess I wasn't.
Yeah, the Megan Fox robot movie is called. She plays Alice in Subservience.
Yeah, Subservience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Alice versus Megan, but not Megan.
Yeah,
Got
so Alice versus Megan would win.
Really?
Yeah, no, Alice actually gets torn up in the movie, so
Megan
she gets
is
defeated.
a tiny doll, though. She's like 3 foot tall.
She dances.
That's true. She does.
She
dance.
ripped an earlobe from a little boy. Like,
She is machine.
Speaking of earlobes, should we start mention Yellow Jacket?
Oh.
You guys take it away on this.
So who watches Yellow Jacket here? Oh, we all do, except you, Steve, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll catch up later, and then I don't care because I've heard enough spoilers elsewhere to where.
Well, I wasn't going to get too much into the spoilers, but the new season, 2 episodes drop tonight, which is Thursday the 13th as we're recording. Comes out actually in 48 minutes.
I'm gonna go
2
home
episodes
I'm
come
gonna go
out.
home and wake up my woman and be like, yeah, it's fucking on.
Exactly. Luckily, my wife and I stay up till 2 to 3 a.m. every night anyway, so
Oh, there you go.
we'll be watching when I get home. But yeah, I'm excited for the new season. Without spoiling too much, or Steve, just don't pay attention. Do you think we're finally gonna get like, I don't know, like where do you think the season's gonna go?
honestly, I have no clue.
I'm at like I'm on a hinge right now. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. Like the way that it ended, just
Do you think it's going to take place in like where they're at, or are they going to go more back into what happened?
I just
Well,
feel
no,
like
they're gonna go back into what happened like at the in the past. Like they're definitely gonna go more into it. I've seen like behind
the initial
scenes.
crash. You mean?
Yeah, I've seen behind the scenes like the making, and they're like, "Oh, get ready for it, season 3." And yeah, it shows them like it's summertime because it was wintertime still at the end of
I
season
think every
2.
season it switches, or every season it switches seasons, right? Which
Well, yeah, because they're
'Cause-
going through the time. But yeah, they've seen like a little bit of season 3, and yeah, they're in the summertime, and they're looking a little bit older, a little bit all tanned out, sunburnt and stuff.
Okay, good. Because the first season, I really loved the first season. Second season, I didn't love how much of the adult life. It was so boring to me, the adult life. Like, I was just like, go
You think
back.
so?
Go back. I'm like, go back. I want to see them, like, eat each other. I don't know,
Like okay, let me see. With the kids, when they're kids and they're in their like primal state, like that's like raw, juicy, visceral, like
Yes.
you're in that moment. And then when they switch to adults, it's more like lighthearted. I don't want to say like happy, but it's definitely more lighthearted. Even with the crazy stuff that was happening with the was it the governor, the mayor, whatever. Like,
yeah.
even the stuff that was going on with her, it seemed more vibrant, more the vibe. You know what I mean? It was just I don't know, lighthearted.
I don't know about you guys or how you guys feel. It makes me really upset when, as an adult, I see that this character that made it out died. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? And I'm upset because then I don't want to get attached to the younger version of the character because I know that they're dead. And I'm like, what? Like, why would I root for them to escape if I know that they're already dead in the future?
True.
And I didn't like that version. I didn't like that at all. And I wanted more of a setup to the rest. So I'm hoping that this next season they do more setup instead of like
Nah,
devastating.
That made me like with Nancy. That made me like
Natalie?
her more. Yeah, Natalie.
Really?
Yeah, that made me like her more. Yeah.
well, they're
after-
making her so sympathetic as a young person or as an adult that they're trying to like.
Well, they kind of. I mean, did you see the end of season 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what happens to her,
Okay,
but I'm
but-
saying like they kind of made her like they've kind of been making you like her more and more to get to that point where now you
Yeah.
actually feel sad about what happened.
No, I liked her as a kid more. Like the whole time she was an adult, I'm like, man, you fucking junkie.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
know.
okay,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like, I didn't like
I
how
guess
they
I
took
meant
it
through
season
her.
2.
I guess I
No,
meant
I know what you're
like
saying,
through
though.
the flashbacks, they're making you like her more as an
Yes.
adult.
Yeah.
Like
Like I thought that was
Because
tripped out
I
how
don't
they-
like her adult version, like especially like when they first started showing her, I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, I like her character, and you're making me not like her, which is really frustrating.
No, see, and that's something that you got to understand. Like the fact that you don't like her, like that's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to play that character, so she's playing her character very well.
I know.
And the
but
fact that you don't like her, that means she's doing her job because you're like, what the fuck?
do you think that the show would have been better if they just started with them as kids and worked their way to the adults?
No. Because there's so much mystery in between that they want us to figure out why the hell this happened.
No, legit. Like the whole time I'm sitting next to my woman and we're going through this, like we're like, oh, what do you think that was? Or who do you think killed them? Or how do you think they die? Or what do you think is gonna happen next? Like that dynamic of the back and forth at the time, it definitely kept me and her more, into the show.
I like it. I like the going back and forth.
What do you think of the culty aspect it takes?
So that's kind of what my next point I was going to make is I kind of just want them to get to the whole pit girl scene that they open the whole show with, because I just keep thinking what's going to lead up to that when I just want that to happen. So that way it's like a blank canvas after that. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that happens has to lead up eventually to that pit scene where they're chasing her and she falls in the pit. Mm-hmm. And then there's a necklace and we're like, whose necklace is that? And every time the necklace changes hands, we're like, oh my God, it's actually this person. And it's like, I just want that to go away so that way we can like fill in all the years in between with how they get out and all that stuff. Because they can't show any of that until they get to that. Like they can't show them escaping until that whole thing happens, right?
Right.
Yeah, I reckon.
I don't know. And who's your least favorite character? Let me ask that so far on the show. Like, who are you hoping dies off in the next season?
I don't know. My least favorite character. I mean, I want to say Lottie.
That bitch ass one-legged fucking coach.
Yeah. True.
I kind of want to say Lottie because she's so weird, but also like that's what makes her interesting. So I don't know. I don't know if there's
locked up.
I really like the blonde girl. I love her. I can't remember her name right now, but
Blonde girl.
the one
the crazy blonde headed one.
The one who has an adult and she has a daughter.
No.
I can't think of the blonde. Misty.
Yeah, Misty.
Yeah.
I love Misty so much.
She's like one of the most entertaining.
Misty
she's
is
a fucking wild card.
Well, when she like pushed that one girl, I was like, yeah. I was like,
she is a wild card.
I love it. I think that's the best part of the show. And maybe I'm biased. I've actually met her in real life.
Oh, really? Yeah. Christina Ricci?
Yeah, because the younger version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I met her. I used to be an actress and I had an agent. And one time I went to an audition and she was there and we were just chatting back and forth. And now whenever I see her places, I'm like, oh my gosh, go queen. But also I just love everything she does too. Like I liked her from Shameless and I like her.
Oh, that's right. She was Carl's girlfriend.
Crazy girlfriend.
Yeah,
she plays the crazy character so well.
She does.
She just had a baby.
Really?
Yeah, she was pregnant this year and just had a baby. I don't know if you guys know this, but
congrats to her.
She plays such a good she's got to be mid-20s, I assume, and she plays a teenager so good.
Mm-hmm. And so it's just all super exciting. So I'm excited to see where this season goes. And they were filming while she was pregnant. So I'm interested to see how they hide her and they film it wise.
And they're filming summer scenes. Yeah. That's difficult because winter you can hide it with clothing. Summer that's kind of difficult.
So that's why I was kind of thinking about. Well, this
maybe
year.
that's
CGI the baby.
When did she have the baby?
Recently. So
Interesting.
I think 2 months ago, a month ago.
Yeah, then that would have been during season 3 filming.
So
yeah, but if it's that early on, like if they're doing in the summer.
True.
You know what I mean? Like she probably only been.
She may not have been showing
3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and she's been super all over TikTok, like showing off her baby bump and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm just excited to see how that goes. That aspect of Yellow Jacket.
In a couple days, the new season of White Lotus comes out. White Lotus season 3. Do any of you guys watch White Lotus?
I don't know.
So I think it's decent. A lot of people love the show. My wife really likes it. I think it's worth watching, but every season is a new location with all new characters. And the problem that I have with the show is there's almost no point to it. Every season is kind of just like, look at these crazy people, not crazy people, but observe these people and the differences between classes, I guess, of these people. So each one takes place at a resort or some sort of vacation destination. The season 2, I think, was Italy, and season 1 was some sort of island. I can't remember where. And it's people who go on vacation to this place, and you see how the people interact with like the people who live there, like the natives, or like the people who run the hotel or the resort.
Is it like a reality kind of?
No. It's a scripted show.
Okay,
it's on HBO, and it's but it's just, I don't know. It's good. It's worth watching. I can't even really explain the show because it's just kind of observe how weird and goofy these people are. But a lot of people really like the show, and that comes in a couple days. And they always get a really good cast for it because the cast is only committing to one season at a time, so they can get pretty good actors on there.
Have you
So
seen
this new
Why Women
season-
Kill?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just getting that aspect because
I have not seen that.
I wanted to see if it was like that.
Walton Goggins is in the new season. Patrick Schwarzenegger, Jason Isaacs, who plays Malfoy's dad in Harry Potter.
Okay.
Jennifer Coolidge has been in the first 2 seasons. She's the only character. She went on vacation to one place where the season 1 happened, and then she went on vacation to another place where season 2 happened. So I'm wondering if she's going to pop up in season 3. But she's the only like character that goes on through each season, but she's just always like a weird, goofy side character. But anyway, that comes out in a couple days.
All right.
White Lotus.
So what's Paradise?
Paradise is a show. How much can I give you without giving you the whole show? This happens in the first 2 seconds of the movie.
It's a movie.
I mean, not the movie, but the show.
Oh, TV show.
It's Who Did It? Who Done It?
I love Who Done It.
Kind of. The president is murdered in like the first 2 minutes of the show.
Oh, on Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Has Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown is the head of his detail. So it kind of recounts the president's last days and different things like that leading up to it. Also,
James
there
Marsden.
is what's the description?
James Marsden is also in it. It says the overview is literally one sentence. A security service team is tasked with safeguarding a former president. That's about as broad as you can get. There is more if you click on the Wikipedia.
I won't. Don't do that. You
Don't?
don't want to. No, you don't want to spoil it for
Don't
yourself
do
if you're gonna
it.
watch it. But it is a roller coaster. It is. Do I let this go? It's centered around a place that is like all the events happen in a place.
Don't say anymore.
Never mind.
Don't say anymore. If that's gonna, yeah.
Bro, the way this show would work it's not, it doesn't have the twists and turns of Severance where it's like, what the fuck is going on? But it's like, oh shit.
So it's kind of like a mind fuck, though. There is
not really a mind fuck, but it's just like it's a lot more to the story than just the president gets killed.
We love a good presidential, like.
You know what's funny is I heard a comedian, and God, I can't remember who the comedian was right now, but he said the past like few presidents that we've had and like how much the country is divided and hates, whoever's in office, whatever. They said that's really taken down the value of those movies that are like the president's been kidnapped.
Oh, God.
It's like now if that were to happen, people would be like, yeah, he probably deserved it. He's a piece of shit anyway. Like,
Makes sense.
yeah, like it kind of like the stakes used to be so much higher when we all cared if the president got kidnapped, and now we're all like, yeah, whatever.
Take him.
Yeah, fuck him. Like it's just
we
kind
got
of
a
funny.
vice
You ever
president.
seen? You ever seen like those like memes where it's like if aliens invaded Earth and they're like, "Give us your leader," we'd be like, "Yeah, here you go." I feel like I don't know. That's funny. I love a good presidential TV show. So I mean, I've seen like Madam Secretary.
I mean, that was a very popular style of movie or TV show, like storyline back in like the 90s and 2000s. Was like the president's been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean? Like
I feel
the
like even
president is in
2010
danger.
too. Yeah.
We used to care.
And then now it's just like, if that really happened, people would be like,
We don't give a fuck.
We're like, yeah, okay. Who killed him?
Moving on to the shows.
Scamanda.
Go ahead.
On Hulu, I'm telling you. Okay, go watch it. It's really good. I'm going to give like kind of an overview of it. Rating, I would give it a 8 out of 10. I like to
Did you watch it all already or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into to the end of the season, but I will say it's an 8 out of 10. I love watching documentaries going over real life things such as like Firefest and things like that.
oh, this is a
love that.
documentary.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's kind of like a documentary
About
TV
a lying
show.
liar.
Yeah. They talk to some of the family members. It's episodes, but it's a documentary. And
But it's a real story, real
yes,
people.
real people, real story. This girl named Amanda, she moved into this new place and joined a church and became friends with a bunch of the people in her church, and came out one day with, "Hey, my doctor told me that I have cancer." And everyone was like, "We're here for you. We support you." And then she started telling everyone that she was pregnant. And they're like, "Well, how are you going to have the baby? Like, if you're pregnant?" And she's like, "I've talked to doctors and they told me that it's not going to affect my health, right? And I have stage 4 cancer. So they said that I'll have this baby perfectly fine, but I just won't be around for it." And she's married and she lives with her husband in this new house. And her husband's like, "Yeah, like she has stage 4 cancer and is pregnant."
Jesus Christ.
So one day she's like, they're obviously like, people are donating money to her so that way she can get treatment and everything else. And one day she's on stage at church talking about why it's important to make sure God's in your life, that he's going to look out for you, make sure that you can have the things that you want. She passes out on stage, go to the hospital, and they tell her she's fine. She doesn't have cancer anymore. She's in remission, yeah, the whole 9 yards. But it turns out that the story is becoming so big because of the church, and the church has extended churches, that everyone is finding out about this woman, this miracle woman, who is now the face of their church. She looked God in the eye and was like, "Hey, I am saved. I'm in redemption or remission. You know what I mean?" And then you get like, at the end of the first episode, this lady comes on and she's like, she's such a liar. She said that her cancer started in 2010. I know for a fact that she told me she had cancer in 2007 and it was stage 4. So how was it 5-6 years later, she's pregnant now in stage 4 and having cancer? Who are her doctors? Who is she talking to? And so the whole season's diving into Amanda's life and what her home life is like, and this whole spectacle of the church. And the church is like, "Oh, we don't know her." Like, you know,
I'm sure they profited off of it, though.
Definitely profited. And it deep dives into it, and it's really good. You should watch it.
Damn.
It's worth it. And even if you watch like just a trailer of it, you'd be hooked just from
It
the
looks
trailer.
like 3 episodes are out right now, and it's still currently airing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought that was the end of it, though.
Oh, yeah.
no, it says episode 4 comes out on the 20th.
Paradise
fun.
is also an episodic show as well. It's on episode 5. So if you want to give it a couple weeks before you binge it, it comes out episodically.
Oh, speaking of week to week, I'm just going to talk about The Rookie right now. Since it's Valentine's Day, they had a Valentine's Day episode, which I was so excited about.
What?
The Rookie.
Okay.
Yes.
Rookie.
They had a Valentine's Day episode, and Chenford fans, people who ship Chen and Bradford, they break up last season. And this season's about everyone wanting them to get back together. And Cop, which is basically like their cop dad, right? He's like,
Of course.
the head of the company, or the head of the police station, wants us
company.
they want us to
CEO
have
of police.
We have this brilliant idea. We're gonna have a stand, right? And it's gonna be called Turn In Your Ex Day on Valentine's Day. So they're going to have 2 cops stationed and have people come turn in their exes to get back at them on Valentine's Day. And the 2 of them have to work it together.
Grimy.
And they end up getting together at the end of the episode, but then they pretend like it didn't happen, which is like awkward.
Over the weekend?
Maybe, right? Turn in your
Yeah.
ex. I thought it was a great idea. Whoever came up with that, brilliant. It was so funny. And you get a bunch of different people coming forward, and at the end of the day, this lady turned in her husband for making an illegal deal, and they go to pick it up and they're like, betting, "Oh, what do you think it is?" "Oh, obviously jewelry, but let's come up with something more creative. Maybe they stole Legos, right?" And they go to open the car and there's a lion in the, in the car, and it's just a really good episode. And I love Chenford, and I thought it was a great episode overall. So
yeah. We're moving through it.
The new episode of Traders started maybe about a month ago. We're probably like 6-7 episodes in. I guess I forgot to mention on the podcast. But Traders is on Peacock. Really good competition show. Trying to figure out did you guys ever play a game called like Vampires and Villagers? Vampires and Villagers in school?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
is that like Werewolf?
Villagers.
Yes. Maybe it's called Werewolves and Villagers.
Yeah.
Or something. Did you ever
werewolves.
play that?
Because like you pull a card and then you're either a villager or you're a doctor or you're a werewolf, and you have to vote out the werewolf who you think the werewolf is.
Yeah. So that's like what Traders is on Peacock. Have you ever seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I think I've seen a trailer for it. So.
It's actually won Emmys for like best competition show or whatever. And there's a Traitors in like every country at this point because the show's so successful. So there's US has, I think, 3 seasons now. The UK has, I think, 3 seasons as well. Australia has 2. New Zealand has 2.
Yes, I have, because they play the trailer and the commercial for it every time I watch Survivor. It's because it's like a reality, like, yeah. And the last traitor, she was on the show or the new season of
Don't be spoiling anything.
No, it's not a spoiler, but she was on, I guess it would kind of be a spoiler. Never mind.
Don't say who a traitor is.
Never mind.
The point of the show is like 20 people. They put 20 people in a room, and the host of the show has everybody blindfolded, and he goes around and he touches the shoulders of like 3, usually 3, sometimes 4 people, and they are the traitors, and they don't know. No one else knows that they're the traitors yet. They actually don't even know who the other traitors are in the first episode, and then every night everybody gets together at that same round table and they try to vote out who they think the traitor is. And then when the person gets voted out, they have to stand up in front of everyone and say if they're a traitor or
It's
a
like
faithful.
the mole.
Kind of like the mole.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like the mole. And I do love the mole.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have to vote, and they vote someone out. Then they reveal if they were a traitor or a faithful. And then that night, all the traitors get together in secret, and then they vote to kill someone, and then they kill a person, and that person's off the show. So then the next morning when they wake up and they all go to breakfast, somebody doesn't show up. Then they realize, oh shit, this person got murdered. Then that helps them try to figure out who the traitors might be.
But this is like,
so on and so forth.
no one actually gets killed.
No, this is a reality show.
Oh, okay.
It's a reality competition
I was
show.
like, well, wait.
when I said they kill someone, you were like, your eyes got really big.
Where's Mark? Why is Mark not at breakfast?
He's in Squid Game's real life. Hello.
This sounds like Among Us for adults.
Mark's not at
Yeah.
breakfast.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
It's also giving, like we said earlier, who done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the audience knows who the traitors are. So I guess if you did say who it was, it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a really interesting show. I like it a lot. My wife and I like it. And we've seen almost every season of every country show at this point.
Oh, wow.
It is good.
And there's a big cash prize too, right? For
Yeah, like $250,000. So
Yeah.
if the traitors get to the end, the traitors split whatever's left. If a faithful makes it to the end, then they keep it all, or then they split it with whoever's left. So basically, at the very end, when you get down to like 3 or 4 people, everybody votes on, okay, are we all faithful, or is there a traitor among us? We need to keep voting until we get everyone. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They keep voting someone out until they all believe that everybody left is a faithful. And then,
So the traders can betray the other traders
oh yeah,
and be
it
like,
happens every
I want
season.
them to go.
Yeah, every season that happens. At some point, somebody's like, I gotta get rid of my other traitor. So then they eventually start planting seeds with people, and they get them to vote out. But you kind of like have to
Do it on the DL because then they'll expose you.
You have to do it on the DL, and when you take your shot, you kind of have to land it, because if you don't, then you meet up at the end of the night, and they're like, and this has happened before in previous seasons of other countries, where it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you just tried to kill me in there, and they're like, well, blah, and then the traitors then go against each other, and then now they're telling at the table, they're like, it's you, it's 100% you, and they're like, how do you know? They're like, I just got a feeling it's this guy. You know what I mean? And then they have to like try to lie. It's interesting.
And that's intense too, because then they're like, oh, now you have to have unfaithfuls on your side without them knowing that you're a traitor. So
Yeah.
then it's like you have to gather numbers as well as a traitor. You're not just going against the unfaithfuls, you're going against the people who you now are aligned with as well.
And then you also have to, then if you do, because obviously the traitors know who the other traitors are. So if you do get other traitors out, then everyone starts to guess, how did you know that? Like, what are and then, so it casts so much suspicion. It's interesting. I like it.
Interesting.
It just
I like
reminded
it.
me of
I love them all too.
you talking about shows in different countries. And of course, Netflix has that show. What is it? Blind.
Love is Blind. Yes, I was going to mention that.
But they have them in like the different countries. and
Yep.
I got high out of my mind a couple weeks ago and watched an episode and just like watching like fucking Love is Blind Shanghai or some shit.
So
And
good.
it's just
all
it's
zonked
so
out.
bad.
Put the
It's
high in
so
Shanghai.
bad.
we talk
You're like,
about-
are these people speaking Chinese?
It's
No,
so bad.
Really fast though, let's talk about that. The difference between America and the other Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Other places take it really seriously. And they're
Yeah.
like, this is my person. In America, they're like, I don't know, I kind of like you, but I also don't like the fact that you look like a cartoon character. And it's It's
total cultural difference.
Yeah,
It-
it's
it
so
really is.
interesting to
Also,
watch.
we're very unserious people in total.
yeah.
We're so unserious.
Yeah.
Also,
We're
the fact
not
that
a
they
serious country.
We
Do you
lack
guys get-
discipline.
do you guys get grossed out at the fact that they're like, oh, okay, I'm in love with this person, I'm gonna get engaged to them, and they immediately go to lip locking and making out on camera the first
Yeah.
time they see each other? I get so grossed out. I'm like,
Yeah.
you just met them. Like, I'm like,
People make out of bars with strangers all the time.
yeah, but like,
At least
like,
you got alcohol.
Right,
Sterilize
We
it.
don't know that these people don't drink.
Well-
if you're the producers, wouldn't you load these people with alcohol?
Yeah, they do though.
That's
but
what I'm
like,
saying.
there's
You would absolutely
sometimes
make it available to them.
where they go and they just start making out with them, and then afterwards they're like, she's ugly. She's not what she looks like. And then I feel like I get so grossed out. I feel like, ew.
I love
like,
the awkward reveals. The awkward reveals are amazing.
Yeah, like I'd rather them just be like, "What's up, bro? Hey, we're gonna get married." You know, I'd rather see that than them just like.
I mean, the whole
like,
premise
all
of the
the
show is
camera.
already ridiculous enough that people kissing as strangers doesn't do
I
anything.
don't know.
It doesn't freak me out.
Maybe I'm the only one that gets uncomfortable in that specific setting.
I
But
watch way too much porn.
I was gonna say MTV, but
What else we got?
Invincible.
Desperate Housewives. Oh, okay. So I'm doing this thing where I'm gonna go watch a bunch of old shows for like my parents used to watch, and I watch them, and then I ask them about it, and they're like, "Oh, throwback! Like I love it." And so I
remember when that shit was new. So watch your mouth.
Yeah, that just as you said that, I'm like, your
Sorry.
parents' old shows.
I'm sorry.
to me, that's like Andy Griffith's show. It's
Okay,
like,
I don't mean like old though, because my mom had me when she was like 19.
to you,
so,
it's like 24.
so like when I say old, I just mean older. Okay,
What year were you born?
2000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You don't even fucking remember 9/11. I remember.
Where were you?
And never
Yeah,
forget.
where were you?
And never forget.
I was
Okay.
sucking on a titty. That's
I mean, no, never mind.
no,
It would have been
but
funnier if I wasn't 11 when 9/11 happened.
Twin towers, twin titties.
That's what I'm talking about.
Desperate Housewives season 1. I really liked the first season.
Mr. President, another mouth has hit the titties.
Anyway, there's a lot of murder. There's a lot of drama. I don't like how season 1 ended for it. I'll keep you updated on season 2 and see if it gets better. I almost stopped watching it because of it. It's less of like there's like a storyline happening, but there's also petty drama happening, and I like the petty drama. I don't like the storyline. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where it goes because they resolved that drama season 1. So now it's like, oh, what's the next drama is going to happen in the next drama and the next drama? I just don't see where it's going to go. So I'll keep you updated on whether or not I end up liking this show or not. Usually, like when I watched How to Get Away with Murder, what's another one I've seen? The OC. I finished the OC.
Yeah.
I liked it first season. I knew I was going to like it. So this
see what
one,
type
I'm
of time
kind of
you're
like,
on.
huh?
I see what type of time you're on.
Yeah. So that was it. That was my only point for that.
So you watched Severance, right? How
I
far
watched,
did you get?
I only watched the first episode.
Oh,
Did
it hook you?
Well, I liked it. My woman fell asleep because it was a little too slow. But we also like.
it's slow.
Episode 2, it gets.
I was gonna
it
say
starts to move.
I can tell it's gonna amp up, but
It starts to move.
I mean, it's not a lot of action in the show to begin with. It's very moody, like weird music kind of playing type of show, but
Yeah.
it's still.
it was still opening up. It's still blossoming.
interesting.
But like no, because the way that it starts kind of getting those little hints out there that things are different. You're like, he should know him. He should know him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, where Homeboy shows up at the first episode, where Homeboy shows up, he's like, "Hey, I'm from in there."
Oh, PD?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Petey, yeah. So that was pretty cool. Like I'm itching to watch the second episode.
Just wait till you get to season 2, my guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even
I'm in
season 3 is
2,
getting wild. Are you
Or-
caught
Okay,
up?
you know what
yeah,
though?
Season
I'm
3
almost.
already?
Where? How
Yeah.
many episodes is it of the newest season?
Season 3, episode 5 comes out tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, episode 5 is
Okay,
out tonight.
and then-
Episode 4, did you see it? I'm not gonna say what happens, obviously, but it is fucking weird.
Is it the basement?
It's their
Nope.
their
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where are you
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think I'll start watching it so that way we can experience the new episodes together. So that way, like you're not the only one starting it, so we can see like
Yeah, every
the
week you
previous
guys let us
versus the
know what you think
entrance.
so far.
Yeah, and then we can see the difference. I think that'd be nice.
Speaking of season 3 and what is opening up in season 3 is Invincible. I've been watching that. You guys watch Invincible?
What's
Is that,
Invincible?
that's the cartoon with
Yeah, let me see.
the wrestler guy.
Stephen Yeun. He's the lead role.
That's not the cartoon?
Yeah, it's the cartoon.
Oh,
he's the voice.
With what's his face? The wrestler guy, right?
What wrestler?
Oh God, not John Hamm. Who the hell's the wrestler? John Cena.
No, not John Cena.
Is that a different show? Isn't he also in a cartoon?
That's got to be a different
No
one.
clue.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Stephen Yeun. Mark Hamill's in it too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Laura.
No,
Copan.
J.K. Simmons. He's the one who plays Omni-Man.
Seth Rogen's in it. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Invincible. Okay.
yeah. Now you know what I'm talking about.
Speaking of Invincible,
it's different from what I was thinking of.
I don't know if you guys have listened to the Michael Jackson album called Invincible, but if you haven't,
go check that out.
Oh
it
my
just
God.
dropped Tuesday.
it just dropped 2001.
You said Michael Jackson.
Yes, Michael Jackson dropped an album called Invincible. It has nothing but bangers. It starts off with a song called Unbreakable with Michael Jackson and Notorious B.I.G.
This
And
sounds like it
Is
should
there
be the
another
soundtrack
Michael
for
Jackson we're
Invincible.
talking about?
yeah, it's like yeah, it's great.
Okay.
That was all that man right there.
Yeah,
That's
like
pretty
that was
good.
crazy.
That was-
I was vibing.
Who's
That's
playing
great.
that music?
Yeah, that's coming from. I
Okay.
wish I could play it on here, but they will flag the fuck.
Can
out of
I
it.
can I propose something?
Yes.
Can we skip to the food segment?
Yes.
Because I'm snacky and I want to drink this drink
I
already.
keep smelling this fruity fucking drink.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No willpower, huh?
Yeah.
No, I give up.
I think that, I mean, what was the other time? It was what's
we
what?
can jump back to it after,
Oh,
but it was
yeah.
the
Let's get to the fucking food, man.
well, really
we can-
fast. I think what we were going to talk about was the Kanye.
Don't cut
we
yourself
forgot.
off now.
I no, but just to flash back to the Super Bowl point,
We don't have to get back to we don't have to do Kanye.
we don't want to talk about his store.
His
Let's keep
Nazi.
it light. Let's
All
keep
right.
it light.
Okay.
I mean, only because like there's nothing good that comes out of that at all. Like nothing
guess.
positive comes
I
out
guess.
of that.
All right.
It's,
Hold on.
That's a
What are we
microcosm
gonna-
of Kanye for like the past 15 years. Nothing
yeah.
good comes out of him.
yeah, I'll probably name this pod. We're not going to talk about Kanye.
We don't talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this.
Kanye.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
this?
Okay,
This is
I brought
Martinelli's since 1868 gold medal, award winning, established in 1868, sparkling apple cranberry, 25.4
it's
fluid
making
ounces.
Cheers. Don't read the sugars.
It is non-alcoholic. Just so we're clear, I am 4 years sober.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Well, cheers.
Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Speaking of Valentine's Day,
Oh yeah.
every year something goes wrong with my car on Valentine's Day. Last year, 3 of my tires were slashed, and so, and they.
That's not something going wrong with your car.
No, but the
That's
year
you
before that-
wronged somebody.
Well, the
Hold
year
on.
before that,
Immediately have to pee. Immediately.
a year before that, my tire blew on the road, and the year before that, I got into a car accident on
Man, you were
Valentine's
so
Day.
snacky, and now we're all drinking this, and we're not reviewing it.
Sorry,
And now he's got to go pee.
you had 3 tires slashed.
last
One,
year,
why not all 4? Secondly, who did you wrong?
no clue. Like I still to this day, I don't know what happened, and insurance wouldn't cover it because it was only 3 tires. So, yeah.
So you went out there and said, "Oops, I missed the
I
4th one."
bought 4 new tires, and then I went to get my tires rotated. I was like, when was the last time I did that? I haven't done it since I bought the tires last year. I was like, oops. This is good, actually.
This is very strong notes of apple and cranberry.
Wow, just like advertised.
Just like average.
I'm sure it was more bubbly earlier, but we
Yeah,
let it
we
sit.
sat with it open and
Can
let
we
it get
address
flat.
how you opened this bottle?
Can we address how we open this bottle? Should we? Do I reveal how we open this bottle?
Yes.
They're not gonna
Your
believe
doctor
me.
needs to know.
The dentist needs
dentist
to know.
needs to know.
Yeah, now you know what we're talking about. Yeah, raw.
Just raw
With
dog
his
it with his
whole
goddamn
tooth.
mouth.
And then this
They-
man was talking about chewing on aluminum cans earlier.
Like a goat.
It's a pastime, okay? I used to chew on aluminum. I used to chew on metal, not just aluminum. Yeah, the hard metal bottle tops. Yeah, aluminum cans. Used to gnaw on those things. Jawbreaker's my favorite candy. I'm the guy chewing on ice. Yeah, like
At least Jawbreakers is edible.
everything's edible, man.
If you try hard enough.
if you try hard enough. Exactly.
It's really
No, this is pretty good. I
cranberry.
like
I
this.
think I like the grape better than I like this one though.
No, I like this better
what I
than
even
grape.
do with it?
Really?
See?
Mm-hmm.
Were you
I'm a cranhead.
a cherry medicine kid?
Yeah, give me all that.
Oh.
Give me all the medicine. Sorry, Mom, I need some meds.
I was a triple
Give me
C
those
medicine.
Flintstones.
I loved the grape medicine.
gummies.
The Flintstones were good.
Fuck me up,
Yeah,
Flintstones.
this thing right here,
All
guys.
that.
You see? This metal here.
He ripped
Just
it up with
bit
his
that right out.
tooth.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Oh no!
Did you try your juice? What'd you think?
I did. It was.
I liked
different.
it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I'm also
There you
a
go.
cider boy, though.
It was only like $3 at Target.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
What
That's
that mouth
wild.
do?
For the viewers at home.
Yeah, well,
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Okay,
Ouch.
well, all right. We believe,
All right.
We believe you now.
Our next snack, let's do the strawberry and yogurt pretzels. I've had these before, but I didn't know if everyone else has, and it was very Valentine's-y, so
How
I
do you
thought
guys
we'd
feel
get
about
it.
strawberries?
Where'd you get these from?
Costco.
Strawberries.
Oh.
Yeah, like as a whole.
Oh, my God. They're
It was
heavy.
on sale for $5.
I feel
For this
like
big
it
old
is-
bag?
Uh-huh.
I feel like it is unnecessary to spend $9 on strawberries just because it's in the shape of a heart container. That's how I feel. But
With the
I
chocolate?
do love strawberries.
I-
No chocolate. It was just in a heart, in a plastic heart, like how you get them in
Oh
the
my
plastic
God.
squares.
Oh, yeah.
You get it in a plastic heart, but they upcharged you $4.
No, not me.
Okay, so the thing
Wouldn't
is
be me.
with strawberries, I like strawberry flavored shit, but I hate strawberries.
What?
Because they're all like, it tastes
What?
like water now. Strawberries just taste like water. They
I don't
taste
like
strawberries.
I don't like watermelon, but I love watermelon flavored shit. I like watermelon.
Bro,
I like watermelon.
you can't keep playing.
You're fooling.
Nah, you can't keep playing like that.
I like
Wait, did you just say strawberries taste like water?
no.
Ma'am, where are you buying strawberries from?
No, like, the bigger the strawberry, the less flavor they have. And I'll stand by that. I fresh pick my strawberries from Johnson's Farm.
No,
and
that's a real thing.
That's when they taste better.
No, that's a real thing. Because even with blueberries, the smaller they are, the sweeter they are.
Yeah, well, like, I
But-
have to get mine from Johnson's Farm because otherwise I just don't like the strawberries. They just don't taste like strawberries. They just they taste artificial.
But saying the smaller ones taste more like strawberries is different from just saying strawberries taste like water.
No, because
That's a
what I
different
mean by
thing.
like the smaller is strawberries that you get from the store prepackaged taste like water. They taste horrible. And I will die on that hill.
And
Water
and-
tastes horrible.
And yeah,
Ma'am.
and where are you buying your
It tastes-
strawberries from?
I from Meyer and Aldi is like,
Really?
no, like get them out. I don't want them.
I'm a
But
Meijer
if you
boy.
I don't know why.
if I go and I handpick them, they're good. But I won't go to the store and buy strawberries.
I don't know why, but in my head, it's just like I heard a woman say, "Oh no, yours is perfect. The big ones hurt."
All right.
What do you guys think of the pretzels?
I
like
like
them.
strawberry. I like
like them.
anything that covers a pretzel. Not anything, but like,
Bro.
You play soggy pretzels with your
Bro.
buddy?
oh,
You and your guy, you and your
you
Jehovah's Witness
motherfuckers
friends?
are no, stop. That's
Soggy
not,
pretzel?
We don't have to bring up the J Dubs,
Chocolate, salty bowls.
but it does need to be discussed how you people, not you,
Do you think that's real? Do you think that's real?
that you people like to
Soggy
get-
biscuit?
Well, did you people like to cookie?
Same thing as soggy biscuit.
Yeah.
Do you think that's real?
Yeah,
What?
it is real.
Soggy biscuit,
Yes,
cookie.
yes, it's
What?
been confirmed real.
By whom?
A
I have
white man
no
that
idea
I know.
what you guys
What
are
is-
talking
He
about.
actually did it?
Yes.
Am I
Did he
missing
win or did
something
he
here?
lose?
Did you know that white men get together and masturbate in the same room?
Not men. This is
White.
teenagers.
Did you
Oh,
refer to me as
even
a
better.
you people?
well, I guess.
even
I
better.
guess.
That's some white people shit.
Yeah.
Listen.
What, bro?
Listen. No. The story, the fable, whatever you want to call it, because I don't know that it's real. Is that there's a game where
You would know
where
this story.
I can't believe you've never heard of it. It's like referenced in movies. Like people make jokes about it all the time.
I gotta call my friend John. He knows about this.
Ask your friend John, where guys get together and they jerk off onto a biscuit, and whoever's the last to come onto the biscuit has to eat the biscuit.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Listen, I don't think this is a real thing. I think it was just.
No, that sounds like a real ass thing, y'all nasty motherfuckers.
I think it's something that was from a movie or a TV show that has just been getting been
Oh, they got
repeated
that
for
idea from
decades.
somewhere.
I hope not,
I
but
learned.
that's wild. I don't think that anyone. Would do
If
that.
Bukkake's a thing.
I learned
Yeah,
that.
but that's
sorry.
nobody's eating. Well, someone is eating.
Whoa,
It, I guess.
I was gonna say.
Someone is eating that. I guess you're right.
Just because there's not a fork and knife involved.
I had
The
a class.
biscuit might help.
I had a class for the program that I'm in, and my teacher was like, "Oh, Ariel, you're about that age. Do you remember when like girls were sticking tampons soaked in vodka
Mm-hmm.
of their U-Hauls?" And I was like, First of all, do you think I did this? Second of all,
Hey, twat chugga the vodka.
yeah,
See,
no, and they would.
Okay, I'm old school and all inclusive. I remember butt chugs. Okay,
Yeah, this is twat chugging.
butt chug.
Yeah, but it's like kind of similar. But girls were putting their tampons, and it was causing girls to get alcohol poisoning, and
clam.
a bunch of girls died from this. Apparently, from my year.
As they
But I didn't
fucking
live
should.
here. I didn't live here,
You
so
get what,
I didn't know that was a
TSS?
thing. But she was like, "Ariel, you did this, right?" Like as if I was someone who would have done this, and I was like thinking about that literally for the past 2 weeks about how everyone thinks that I'm a girl that would have stuck a
I don't know.
vodka filled tampon.
Both y'all got a lot of information about things y'all never done.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you know so much about it if you never done
Butt
it?
chugging?
I don't know about butt chugging, bro.
Dude, that was a whole thing in like for colleges back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. I went to college.
It's like
I didn't go to college,
Wait,
but I heard the story.
is butt chugging like they put something in their butt that has alcohol?
You put a beer bong in a butthole and you pour alcohol down it.
You chug it up your butthole.
Because
But
you-
how
Right,
does it
because
go
it-
in?
It's
Your
because
butt.
Does it how
How
like
does anything go
it
in
just
your butt?
absorbs it?
Yeah.
the alcohol content.
How are you?
Okay, you
how
know
are you
how-
positioned to
okay,
where it
you
can
gotta-
go down? Because gravity.
Yeah,
Right,
you lay
right.
on your stomach.
Right, you lay face down, ass up, I guess.
Yeah.
And you know how like if you ever
That's
go
the
on
way
vacation,
we'd like to chug.
Right. Yeah, when you go on vacation, you put the water bottle upside down in the plant, and it slowly drinks. Yeah, well, that's what your culo does, and you get fucked up.
Yeah, because it bypasses your liver, your kidneys.
But you have
Your
to
liver?
put it. You have to put something in your butt.
I think it's your liver. Yeah.
What do you put in your butt?
The end of the
The-
funnel,
the
beer
tip,
bong.
the tip.
What are you talking about?
Like
The
this
tip.
bottle right here. You
But
put
doesn't
the-
it hurt?
I don't know.
Bro, you don't. It doesn't. You don't have to
Give
like
her, give her,
actually
give her.
stick it inside of your asshole. Like you just put beer over your butt, and your butt will literally just it'll go into your butt. Like
Okay,
your body
see-
as your muscles
See,
move.
now you got details, bro. Because I thought it was just a hey, I'm gonna, and then you turn upside down.
Well,
and
maybe the I don't know. I assume just
He
the
knows.
tip.
you gotta
He
have a
knows.
loose asshole.
But
man.
I'm
Happy
saying,
Valentine's
but
Day.
but you're thinking that you're like
He
putting
knows.
like several inches of tube inside of
No, I don't know how. Like, how does your butt drink it?
I guess the muscles
Like, cause
relaxing or something.
Because things come out of there. Because like it
The
just
same way
doesn't-
you shit. I actually think that's how. I think you're supposed to like pretend like you're shitting because that opens up.
Oh,
Good
like
job.
okay. Okay.
They're heavy.
Pass
What
the
are
bag
these?
over there.
Are
Okay.
these
I think you're
cold?
supposed to pretend like you're shitting because that opens up your asshole, and then I think when you,
don't like
I think,
the
and
way
then I
you
think it
say
fills in,
asshole.
and then when you stop,
I don't know who
pushing,
you're trying
then
to
it-
convince, but you're saying I think you're getting too many details.
listen,
Did you watch a YouTube video?
You trying to
before
convince
got
me
it?
or yourself, guy?
listen.
I fucking love you, bro.
Don't get me started.
Listen.
Oh, we've been listening.
My asshole did not inhale.
These are true fruit. I sell them at Costco as well, and it's
Oh my God.
strawberries with chocolate and white chocolate on the
I
outside.
did not expect that to be a real strawberry.
Tastes like water.
You're supposed to freeze them, but the lady told me to thaw it out before we eat them because they taste better.
Ooh, is
I think
there
she's
white
a
chocolate in here?
Goddamn liar.
These things are good. These things are good as hell.
Yeah, but this was like $12 a bag. So I don't know if it's worth it. I think it is because there's a lot of strawberries in there.
Nope.
Like this tastes like a strawberry.
Oh, you done fucked him up.
Nope.
What?
He tried it. Hey,
You didn't like it?
He's going to go spit it out right
Oh,
now.
because he
What do
said
you
he doesn't
mean?
like actual strawberries.
Right.
He likes fake strawberries.
You don't like what?
White chocolate?
How dare you? That's racist.
Oh, milk chocolate.
Oh, okay. He does like white chocolate. That's what I'm talking about. I
White.
love milk chocolate. So you prefer dark chocolate? I'll eat dark chocolate, but I prefer milk chocolate and especially white chocolate.
Nah,
White hot chocolate.
I'm about that dark chocolate, bro.
I love it. I think it's delicious.
I think it's great.
I don't like
Yeah,
the way
it says to let it thaw for 15 minutes before you eat one, though.
the strawberry's all gooey on the inside. It's like, fuck that. No, that's gross.
I thought that was good.
like, no, you know what it was like? It was like one of those cherries. Auntie Annie cherries. That's what it was like.
It's like exploded. I don't know.
It
kinda
did.
good.
It was like a
Juice,
gusher.
juicy.
You hate that.
Anyway, so but I dated a woman who was from a different country.
She was
And,
an exploder.
She was from Europe, and in Europe they don't eat milk chocolate. They don't.
Then how
Where
do they
she's
ingest it?
she's from Macedonia, North Macedonia, and they eat a lot of dark chocolate, and it's just like more pure.
Mm-hmm.
So she was she put me on to like dark chocolate. That's all we had. So now whenever I have like real chocolate,
It just tastes like ass.
it tastes like soap.
Dude, I feel you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, I'm a huge fan of dark chocolate, so that's what I like. A lot of that bitter taste, a lot of that strong, bold cocoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, milk
strong
chocolate.
bulge cocoa.
Bold cocoa.
I thought you said bulge cocoa.
Bulge. I like the bulging cocoa.
I was gonna say I don't really like chocolate either by itself. It has to be paired with something. Otherwise, I want to like caramel and chocolate, peanut butter and chocolate, strawberries and chocolate. I don't like chocolate by itself. I think it's too dry.
I love it.
So what do we got here?
We
So
got-
this is, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Pringles, hot ones. They are rojo, las calientes, and they are pica.
They smell like hot sauce.
They smell like pica.
Yeah, so they're not like one chip challenge type of hot, but for being like off the shelf, like hot flavored something, I think they're actually pretty spicy. So I like them.
There you go.
Joe, you want to tell the story about the chicken?
So
Chicken neck.
That was so extra.
I'm a spicy boy.
So extra. Why are you holding it with two hands?
It's a burger.
Yeah. You ever
It's
had
a
a Pringle
Pringle,
before?
ma'am.
It's shaped for
Is
your
it-
tongue.
I remember my first Pringle.
Look at like this.
It's shaped for your mouth.
This is hot.
You're acting like your mouth can't open, Ariel.
It's hot.
Yeah.
I know your mouth can open wider than that. Oh, is it really hot for you? Eat a strawberry.
You said you like spicy stuff.
I do like spicy stuff. It's just hot.
Eat
It
it
is
as fast as you
not.
can then.
No, like it's good, but it's like I'm pretty sure I was shock stunned.
What the fuck?
That's
like
what I'm
usually
saying.
it's like white people hot, but it's not white people hot.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like
good,
for
but-
being like off the shelf, like hot flavored, it's actually pretty spicy.
What
Which
do you
I
got that
enjoy.
face over there for?
Well, I had an experience with really hot things, so things aren't really hot to me anymore. But this is just like after eating the fruit,
Oh,
it's just like ah.
So I'm a spicy boy, and I like to go to places and try like the hottest thing that they have there.
While you tell the story, by the way, I'm gonna do the video and play the video.
Oh please, you're gonna have the video on it?
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god,
think
that's
I'm gonna do it.
amazing.
I'm gonna find the video and put the video. But
I have it.
go
Don't worry.
ahead. Go ahead.
story time.
So Steve and I went to this place called Chicken Shake, which was actually really good. I really liked the place.
R.I.P.
It didn't even last a year. It was only there for like 9 months in Munster. And it opened at the same time as like Dave's Hot Chicken and Birds. So like all three of them opened up pretty quickly and they couldn't all survive. But anyway,
There can be only one.
only one spicy chicken. So they had a challenge there, and it was funny. They advertised one price in the newspaper and got everyone to come in, and then they jacked the price up. Those fuckers. And I'm glad they're out of business.
Cocksuckers.
But so I think it ended up when we went, it was like $30. I think it
Yeah.
was originally supposed to be 20. But anyway, it was like $30, and you had to eat. How many tenders was it?
3
Four?
tenders.
3?
They're about this big.
The biggest tenders that they had when they get, however they get their tenders in, they would put to the side the biggest ones they had for this challenge, and they were probably about what, that big?
Yeah,
I mean they
about-
were huge, the biggest tenders I've ever had.
About as big as a microphone.
Explain to the audience. Yeah, what is that big?
Yeah, maybe about
As big
solid. What's that? Like 3 inches, right? That's about 3.
hard or soft.
Probably about 7-8 inches at least,
as yeah,
and girthy, and
definitely girthy.
It would not fit in a Pringles can.
no, and you had to eat those 3.
And there were 2.8 million Scovilles.
2.8 million Scovilles, which is an
Wow.
unbelievable amount.
How many
Yeah.
Scovilles do you think that is?
Not
3.
You know what? They should say on the side, because on Hot Ones, they do go over the Scovilles for everything. So that would have made sense marketing wise, but I don't think it's on here. But I might be able to Google it. But it's like way hotter than a Carolina. It was what was it, like
2.5
5
times.
hotter? 2.5 times hotter than a Carolina Reaper? Either way, ridiculously hot. And you had to eat it in, was it 90 seconds?
Yes.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
What, all 3 of them?
Yes. Which
Oh,
doesn't sound like that big of a deal,
No,
right?
that's a huge fucking deal.
But then when you see how fucking big they are and how spicy it is, unbelievably hot. So I did the challenge with some of my buddies, and we did it on YouTube. One of my buddies had an eating channel. None of us got through it. I think I got the furthest of anyone, and that was still only maybe 2 tenders down. I still didn't finish the third one.
Did you stop because you couldn't eat no more or because it was too hot?
I could, because you just couldn't eat that much chicken in 90 seconds.
That's my thought. You cannot physically chew that much chicken.
That's what I didn't anticipate, because I'm like, oh, this shouldn't be that bad. And it was hot. Don't get me wrong. It was ungodly hot, but I could push through that.
Right.
And I was just shoveling in my mouth, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't chew fast enough. These chicken were huge. It was like a pound of chicken.
Just to give a contrast for Hot Ones, the latest season. What season is it? How many seasons is it?
Oh my god,
so many.
Like 20.
Yeah, the latest season, season 26. The hottest one that they had was 2.6 million Scovilles, and this was and they're just eating one chicken wing and they're taking a bite.
Right.
This is a whole 3-piece tender, and it's hotter than the hottest thing that they have on Hot Ones. The hottest one on Hot Ones is Hot Ones The Last Dab Experience Hot Sauce. Yeah.
And if you completed this, you got your meal paid for, and you got $100 or $150, something like that. And
is
then
it
like
worth
your name on the wall.
the hole in your asshole?
I was gonna say at least that'll pay for the hospital.
So
visit.
His experience is different than mine, but go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I eat spicy stuff all the time, and I've never had like, oh, fire out your asshole type of experience. That never happens to me. I'm usually pretty good.
You're not doing it right.
So this place doing this challenge was the first time I ever had that issue. I was hurting so much, I was cramping. Like literally, I was cramping, and my wife was making fun of me because she's like, "Oh, now you know how it feels like when we have periods." I'm like, and I ended up falling asleep on the floor in my bathroom because I was on the toilet shitting. It burned so fucking bad.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then as soon as I would get off the toilet and start to walk away, I would cramp up again. So I'd go back in the toilet and sit down. So I eventually fell on the floor of or fell asleep on the floor of the bathroom, curled up in the fetal position. And I wasn't drunk or anything. It was just off of being so exhausted
The
from
floor
being
is so comforting.
cramping so much. And that was my experience. And then Steve heard all that and he's like, "Cool, I could do it." I'm like, "Dude,
cool.
You don't want to do this shit." So he thought he could do it. So he didn't do it.
Basically,
Tried. He didn't do it. He didn't finish.
chill. Basically, I thought they were pussy. I don't eat anything hot. I don't like hot foods. Prior to this, I don't eat anything. I never eaten anything spicy. Spicy wasn't my jam. I didn't even like hot sauce at all prior to this. My tolerance for spicy stuff, didn't know because I never had anything hot. So going into it, I was just looking at the fact that I love competitive eating. And I was like, if you eat it fast enough, it's fine. So when I watched them do it, you were with 3 other people when I watched you guys do it. And when they did it, they cut it. They were using fork. He was using a fork and knife. One guy was just eating it just with his hand. I had a strategy. My strategy was I ground it up in my hands until it was mush.
Like push into like a paste.
Yeah, I made it into a paste.
Step 1 done.
Yeah, and then and they let me do that before I got started. They said you can eat it any way you want. So I ground it into as much as I could. And then
Did they do it before?
Yeah, they let me do it before.
Oh, shit.
So when I started the competition, I just was going in. And here's where I fucked up. Where I fucked up was the fact that I was sitting down doing it and leaning over. So I'm like this, and it was closing my throat. I should have been standing up, and I should have been putting it down because it started to become hard to swallow. Pause. Mm-hmm. So
You should have been on your knees.
Right. I got about 3/4 of it. 3/4.
You got about the same I did, about 2/3.
No, bro, I ate way more than you.
No,
I
we got to
way
the
more
same
than you.
point.
They have to do it
You
again
ate
on
barely
camera.
one. You didn't even
They're
eat
both
one
on, both
tender.
of our videos are on.
Should have busted out the digi.
Yeah, we will. Send me both videos, and we
Yeah.
will play both videos side by side.
I think we ate about the same.
I got way farther than you, and you even said it. It was like you got farther than anyone else. You said it on camera.
Oh,
No, I
there's
think we got
receipts?
the. I think
He
we
said
got
playback,
There's
playback.
receipts. He said.
we got
Anyway, with a video at the end is hilarious because I was breathing fire, and they gave us milkshakes after, and there wasn't. I had
Give you 2.
They gave me 2 milkshakes. I was spreading it in and around my mouth. I had it all over my beard. I had someone pouring water on my face. I was sweating. It was cold, luckily outside, but I couldn't breathe correct, like because it's like breathing fire. I did prep myself beforehand. That day I didn't eat anything. Outside of I drank a lot of milk that day, and I ate crackers. So I coated my stomach to where when I passed it, it wasn't even bad. I just passed it like regular, and I was completely fine. Because I prepped, because I'm a fucking professional.
Oh, Batman over here.
I get really bad heartburn if something's way too spicy for me versus like my asshole on fire.
That was pre heartburn era for me.
That's post. That was my.
Oh yes. Now you got to
Put that picture up in there.
This was my this was my profile picture for him. His contact in my phone.
It
was this until I got his mugshot last week.
Look at his
That changed.
eyes. Look at his eyes.
Send it to me because I'm also gonna put this in the yeah. Fuck you guys.
I'll show you guys the video after. I guess the audience
What?
already
Yeah,
said
the
it.
audience will see the video.
You need to caption it when you've been teasing her all day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And then he comes out.
Panel Network.
And he comes out. He's like, "Hey, Steve, you got something on your face."
Yeah, that was his contact in my phone. And now his contact in my phone is this.
My mugshot.
That's a better
The
one.
eyebrow.
That's a better one.
He's like,
I tried to look mysterious. I did that on purpose.
You only get one.
You only get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you don't.
Unless you know.
Unless you don't. But yeah. Hot chicken.
what's your guys' favorite Valentine's Day movie to ever exist? Because mine, hands down, I watched it in 2014, and it's only my favorite because it came out on Valentine's Day, and I watched it 6 times in the same day because I liked it so much. It's called Endless Love. Came out in theaters. Maybe it's because I have like a hard ass dad, but it's like a daddy issues type of movie for girls, and it's very wholesome. Like, I love him, but I can't be with him type of movie, and I really like it. Every Valentine's Day, I think of it, and there's this one quote that the like best friend says, where he's like, "Jay Butterfield, come back to me. I'm David, and I love you." And me and my friends, we used to do that all the time, like all throughout like our life. We'd just be like, "Jay Butterfield," and I don't know. I just love that movie. It's my favorite Valentine's.
Favorite movie? Favorite just like love movie?
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Now
What?
we're talking.
The Clone Wars?
Now
Clone
we're
Wars.
talking.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. If we're being funny.
Actually,
I don't. I hate
Star Wars
sand.
Episode 2 and 3
I hate
together.
sand. You
together.
disgust me.
Together.
The love between Anakin and Padme is unmatched.
Mm.
Unfucking matched.
Hey man.
Then Love Hard. I like
Yeah.
Love Hard.
And then what happened to them?
Stop.
Just saying.
Also, Love and Basketball. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Does I Love You Man count as a love movie?
Yeah.
True.
Yo,
Then I'm
Love and
picking I
Basketball.
Love You Man.
No, Love and Basketball. No, that's a good
It's
movie.
a good one. Yeah.
I remember seeing that movie back in my auntie's house way back in the day, man. I was like, what's going on?
I've never seen it.
You're only gonna see black movies at your auntie house.
At my auntie's house. Yeah. I will say
At your at your aunt's, you probably won't see it.
No,
But
see,
at your aunties,
I have an aunt. I have an auntie, and then I can't call her aunt. I have to call her Q.
yeah.
That's on my dad's side. But
Oh,
then
yeah.
everybody else on my mom's side is my tias. So,
Oh yeah. Yes.
yeah.
I got a grandpa and I got grandpa.
Right.
Grandpa and Grandpa.
Right.
Big difference.
I have a mama.
See, when I go to Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
I go to
Very
my,
white.
I go to
Yeah.
my auntie's house for Thanksgiving.
I have a grandma.
So I get to have the mac and cheese out the oven. I get to have
Yeah.
the greens with the bone. Like, yeah, she does it up. I like my aunties for Thanksgiving. Shout out to Aunt Peanut. Woo!
Do you ever go to the tias for Thanksgiving?
No, man, I haven't been to a Thea's Thanksgiving and shit, I was like fucking 4, man.
I miss it, man.
Like it's once in a while y'all have some tamales will pop up or whatever. You
Yeah.
know, that's fun. But
Thanksgiving tamales are different.
they are
So good.
They are.
Yeah.
It's because it's turkey. It's not chicken or
Yeah.
pork.
my grandma gets creative with it, like, cause she gets bored of making the same kind of tamales. Last year she put raisins in her tamales. I was like, what are you
Whoa.
doing?
Hey, get a little too far off in left
Don't
field.
disrespect my microphone like that.
she did a coconut and raisin tamale. I said,
Look at
whoa.
what white people do to spice
No,
it
my
up.
grandma's Mexican, like full. Okay, no, but she was
okay.
trying
She
to
was
be
please
creative.
you.
No,
Yeah,
right?
she's like, I know what'll
She
get
was
her.
getting creative, and then she was like, "Oh, these taste awful. Let's give them to my sister." And she she gave a bottle to my sister for Thanksgiving. Or her sister.
Ew.
It's funny.
Other love isn't Hitch like a
Yeah, for sure.
Hitch is a,
Hitch counts.
but I just fucking hate Will Smith.
50 First Dates. I think that's is that a Valentine's Day
Man.
specific?
Why do you
Kind
hate
of.
Will Smith?
I love 51st
Why do you
Dates.
hate Will Smith?
Just because I'm tired of his fucking family, like as a whole,
All of them.
like all of them. Willow, Jaden.
You didn't like Jaden wearing a house on his head?
Fuck that kid.
You didn't like Back to Earth?
I don't like Jaden because he let his friend fuck his mom under his nose.
Yeah.
That was lame cakes.
Yeah.
Well, that was also on her though, because she didn't say no.
She's
Well,
the adult.
I think they were fucking too.
She opened the door.
Because now he's.
I
I mean,
don't know. I don't.
it's so
He's
weird.
scissoring?
Well, he dates a guy,
Oh.
the guy who was fucking Jada Pinkett
But you know the controversy.
He's
is that
Eskimo Brothers?
Huh?
He's Eskimo Brothers
with his mom.
Damn, that's crazy.
Nuts.
Let's leave him alone, okay? His dad is his dad, okay?
I
so
had,
bad.
Exactly.
I had a lot of respect for that man up until he smacked homeboy on stage, bro.
That
Really?
was weird.
Yeah.
Get my wife's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was like so lame, dude.
Yeah.
That was just so fucking. And then he got an award after that. And bitch ass.
Yeah, 50
Hollywood.
First Dates right there.
What, and
Sorry.
it's crazy. It's crazy to me that just the whole, I don't know, that whole timeline of events with him and his wife, and then him being a cuck and all that other stuff.
It was weird.
It's just weird.
It was
I
weird.
I've had enough of them.
The
They
red
need to
table
go.
or whatever.
They need to go.
Anyway,
All of
back
them.
on-
Speaking
back on topic.
of Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
let's talk about what you wanted to talk about.
So, and I might need this my handy dandy notebook.
Blues
I gotta look up
Clues,
movies
Blues
here.
Clues.
I want to do. You guys ever heard of verses where two artists go back and forth, and one gets the other one out of here? One song gets the other song out of here.
Yeah.
Like which one's better? I want to do that with Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell movies.
Ooh,
Okay.
controversial.
So, who wants to be Team Adam Sandler and who wants to
I'll
be Team
be-
Will
Oh,
Ferrell?
I didn't prepare for this.
No,
I'll
no,
be
we
Team
just
Adam
doing it
Sandler.
on the spot.
I'll be Team Adam Sandler.
Do you want to be Team Will Ferrell?
Oh man, I like Team Adam Sandler.
Okay.
I'll take Will Ferrell.
Well, we'll be Will Ferrell. You guys be Adam Sandler.
Okay, wait. My phone has bad connection. Give me 1 second. Let me load him up.
Bad connection. Better get this man's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and I just put my Wi-Fi all over the national.
Personally, I feel like there's no way Adam Sandler doesn't win, but
Really,
yeah, there's no world in my book.
really.
Who do you think has grossed more money?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
You think so? I don't know. I think it might be Will Ferrell.
Dude,
Well,
he's got
with
like
his
a whole
Christmas
nother-
movie,
He's got a
though.
whole other decade of.
But he has
movies.
a Christmas movie that
He
one's
has been
rewatched.
doing it longer, but Will Ferrell, I feel like, has been more relevant recently.
Recently. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, are we forgetting about the murder
Describe
mysteries
recently.
that just came out?
Like within the past 10 years.
No, he's not.
What Adam Sandler movies in the past 10 years?
Neither one.
Murder
of them.
Mystery 1, Murder Mystery 2.
The fuck is that? I've never heard of any of those. Halloween, Hubie,
With
whatever.
Jennifer Aniston?
They mean the ones where he was contractually obligated to put them out because he signed a 6-movie
Adam
deal.
What
Sandler,
about the TV
Spaceman.
show that just came out, the Bar Mitzvah with his daughter?
I have
Yeah,
no idea
Bat
what you're talking
Mitzvah.
Yeah.
He just did an animated movie, Leo.
Yep, Leo.
Spaceman.
the Murder
That was
Mysteries.
2024. Murder
Hotel
Mystery 2.
Transylvania. Those are all recently within the
Are we
last...
counting cartoons like where you just voice over?
Hubby
Yeah,
Hubby
sure.
Halloween.
Oh, you want to count everything? Oh, this is about to be easy.
If we're talking about cartoon voiceovers, then yeah, I think
Give it
Adam
to me.
Sandler's
We'll
probably
only
been way
do five. We'll only do five. Let's just
Top
do five.
five? Top five?
Top five. Let's just do five.
Okay.
You give me your number. Give me one, and I'll get it out of here.
Grown-ups.
Top 5 Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Grown-ups has got to be top.
What? Grown-ups?
You two discuss it, and then
Okay.
You better not be throwing none of that new nonsense out at me.
Well, 50 First Dates was good. We were kind of already talking about it.
I mean, this is like.
Oh,
all-
Big Daddy. Ooh, that was a
I
good
gonna say,
one.
all 5 of them are like right here, dude.
okay.
Oh, yeah, Waterboy was a good one, too.
That's fine. I got something for you. Okay, give him to me. Give him to me.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You're trying to rush me, and I'm about to knock it out
Because
the park.
I'm about to shoot.
Are we doing one at a time?
Yeah, so how's this working? How's this going to happen?
They do one, and then we give them one, and then we give them one, and they do one.
Okay, you do your first one. Or should we do our first one? Do you want to do 50 First Dates? Because that one's just a classic. Or would you rather start with like Waterboy?
Waterboy's a classic too. Shit.
Let's just do, or can we do Grown Ups? Grown Ups 2 specifically.
Grown Ups. That's so lame.
I did like Grown Ups, but I wouldn't consider it.
Really?
I mean, you could pick like.
I watched that movie. I watch that movie like every year.
Dude,
That
like
one,
the
that
classics,
one.
man.
That one.
Jack and Jill was
There's-
funny, and not top though.
The
but-
Wedding
That's
Singer.
like a dozen right there.
The Wedding Singer. What are you talking about, girl?
Just Go With It was good. I don't know if it was top, but that was a good one.
Right, but that's not a Will Ferrell movie.
I know, but they're
We're
gonna
not
give
counting
it-
cameos.
Yeah. Let's just go. Let's go.
Cameos?
No,
I
no,
said we're not counting
cameos.
cameos.
We're
He was gonna
fine.
say the Barbie
movies
movie.
that he starred in. Is what
Okay.
he said.
Yeah.
Movies that he starred in.
You can start with yours first.
Fine. I'm gonna do my personal favorite then. Little Nicky.
That's your personal favorite.
Dude, Little Nicky's always been my jam.
What do you want to throw out, Steve? For Little Nicky, because we can beat Little Nicky. It's just which one? Which bullet do we want to use? That one? Yeah, Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights versus Little Nicky.
Does it count if I've never even heard of it?
What?
You've never heard of Talladega Nights?
Never heard of?
Yeah,
You never
that's
heard
how
of? If you're not first, you're
irrelevant
last.
it
Ricky
is.
Bobby.
You never heard of Ricky Bobby?
If you
Yeah.
ain't first, you're
Listen,
last.
it's not
girl.
connected to the younger generation. Next,
What are you talking about? Are you
I'm
in the
making
same
grown
timeline
men
we're
so
at?
mad.
How have you
Sandler
seen
is
Little
older
Nicky
than-
and you haven't seen Little Nicky is further back.
yeah,
Right.
but
That's what I'm saying. Adam Sandler
it's
is
more relevant.
You chose the guy who had earlier movies
So
where you weren't even alive.
he's still killing it. What
Most
about
of
it?
Adam Sandler's best movies you weren't even alive for.
Do you
That's silly because that's what I just showed.
do
her,
you
too.
think Little Nicky's beaten Talladega Nights?
Oh no. I don't think so.
Okay,
I'll be real with you.
one for Will Ferrell.
I'll be real with you.
One for Will Ferrell.
Not telling.
All right, we'll hit you with Elf.
Elf. Okay.
That's a heavy one because that's Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think his Christmas movie did better though? Or you never seen his Christmas movie? Adam Sandler's?
With
Which Christmas movie
wait,
are you
Mr.
referring
White?
to?
Mr. White.
Oh no, we can't use cartoons. That's right. My bad.
Um,
My bad. I was
I
gonna
think-
That one,
Eight-
you might be able to.
Eight
use that
Crazy
one.
Nights.
I'm gonna hit-
He did technically star in it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
think,
count that because that's his whole creation. That
I
was all
think
him.
Elf
So I
versus
count that.
Grown Ups. I think would be the best hit with that.
It's gotta be Elves, right?
Oh
I-
yeah, it's Elf.
I don't know.
Well,
I think
Elf-
Elf is bigger than Eight Crazy Nights too.
Elf
Oh,
is
yeah,
like
for
one
sure.
of the biggest Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah. It's funny.
Does Adam Sandler have anything that gets Elf out of here?
I don't know.
I
That's,
feel like-
Two for Will Ferrell.
Hold
no,
on,
but
hold on.
like, hold on. That's a Christmas movie. There's only so many Christmas movies that come out, right? That people watch every year. And I feel like Elf is
Yeah,
one of
well,
those,
he
like,
nailed
this
it.
is a Christmas movie. I feel
He
like
nailed it. What can you say?
I feel like he did
No,
well
that's fine,
in it,
'cause-
but that doesn't make him beat Adam
All right,
Sandler.
now you go.
Okay. I'm gonna hit you with, let's do,
Your teammates.
yeah, Big Daddy.
I do
Ooh.
love Big Daddy.
Let's see.
Should we just
Oh, hit him with it.
Step Brothers?
Out of here, bro.
Step
Nah,
Brothers.
outta here.
I wipe
That's
my
one
own
of the-
ass, but I wipe my own ass.
I'm gonna wipe my balls on your drum set.
Okay.
Did we just become best friends?
Macintosh went down 3 points.
Fucking Catalina Wine Mixer. It's one of the most quotable
Fucking
movies.
Catalina wine mixer, bro. I love you, Dale.
That's
Come
a
on.
good one. I don't know.
Come
if it-
on.
When they're singing in the car. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, they're singing in
Were
the
they
car.
singing in the car?
They're singing in the car.
I don't know, man.
We gotta do this one next.
Okay.
Call it. What do you think?
And
You think
and I've been holding back on my
you
favorite.
think Step Brothers isn't as good as
is what Big Daddy?
yeah?
Yeah, I like Big Daddy more than Step Brothers. For
Really?
Sure.
Okay, we can.
We'll give
I'm
you
willing to
that.
call that a.
We'll
okay.
give you that.
That's Big Daddy's a
2-1.
classic.
2-1.
All right. Do we count? Does that count? Does Zoolander count? I mean, he's kind of the third in that movie.
Yeah,
No,
he's not the main
I
character.
thought
Okay. Well, okay, old school.
Waterboy.
Ooh,
Waterboy.
yeah.
I think they got us white.
Yeah, I think I like Waterboy more than old school.
Mama told me old school's the devil.
One more left. One more. It's 2-2.
So we'll finally, because I've been holding that back as best one.
Have you been?
Oh God, even
Have you
semi-pro.
been? Have you been?
Oh,
I mean,
oh,
I can already tell you nothing Adam Sandler has can beat this one.
Give it to me. Give me
All right,
Adam Sandler's best.
here's the ones that I'm just gonna waste that we're not even gonna use for this competition that are still great movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one next too.
The Other Guys.
Mhm.
You have
Barbie's in there, even though he wasn't a big role.
no. You have Semi-Pro. You have Blades of Glory. You have
Not gonna do Stepdad
Daddy's Home.
or Daddy's Home. Yeah,
I haven't seen it. That's the only reason
it's
why. I
really
didn't say
good.
it. Daddy's Home, and then the one that we are going to throw out there is
Wait. Which? Give me your last one.
Why? You guys
We
are
wanna
gonna
hear
build
your
us
first.
up, right?
It's one of the greatest comedies of all time.
All time.
Okay, The Click.
Step Brothers.
No, I already said that.
Yeah, I said
Anchorman.
Oh wait, yeah.
Anchorman is one of the best comedies of all time.
I think it's good, but
Oh, I'm Ron Burgundy.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
You would throw
The
out what
thing
Happy
about-
Gilmore, I would say.
The thing about-
actually,
Sandler's best.
well, because we were gonna throw out a comedy, exactly, right?
yeah,
We were gonna say Click.
Click.
yeah.
I don't think Click is fucking with Anchorman.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. That was a huge
I'm gonna put up a
deal.
poll. Let's put up a poll.
That was a huge. Yeah, let's put up a poll.
We'll put up a
I
poll.
will say honorable mentions. Jack and Jill. Thought that
Okay.
one was hilarious.
Okay.
If we're gonna do honorable mentions, Happy Gilmore. Of course.
Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore,
I love
of
Happy Gilmore.
course,
I'm
right?
surprised you didn't say that one. 'cause
Billy
that was a classic.
Madison.
Or Billy
That,
Madison.
that got it kind of
Those are my two
popping.
favorites.
Well, I showed her all the classics, and she was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, you need a better partner.
Not
like that.
all of them. Not all of them. I know some of them.
Jeez.
Personal
No,
experience.
I said Wedding Singer. You didn't even bat an eye.
Ooh,
Those
Wedding
are
Singer's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I left out like Night at the Roxbury because I know she wasn't even alive then.
Yeah. They're roasting me. They're roasting me.
Stranger Than Fiction would be a good comp for Click, I think.
Okay.
As like a comedy, but also like
Kind
kind
of
of
serious tone.
seriousness and then sad at parts.
We should have done genres. Like we should have been what's their best romance,
That's why.
their best
That's
comedy.
why I would have prepared for this. I would have done that. I would have lined up like
See, Mr.
Yeah.
Deeds
this
was
type
Mr.
versus
Deeds was a
this
good
type.
one too.
Because like in romance, obviously Adam Sandler is better than Will. Because
I think Adam Sandler burned brighter, but I think Will Ferrell. Well, I don't know.
I feel like they're both really good.
I think you got that the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know though because
no, I think Will Ferrell burned brighter, but Adam Sandler burned longer.
longer, yes, but I think for me, all of Adam Sandler's best movies all happened within like a 5 to 10 year span.
I think Will does a lot
Like
of
from like
family-
97 to like 2004. I feel
Yeah,
like
and then
all
right,
his best movies.
but then
are
right
there.
after that, that's when Will Ferrell picked it up for like a decade.
I will say,
But I think
feel
Will
like
Ferrell's still putting out.
Will does a lot.
What is he still putting out, man?
He does
He
a
just
lot.
dropped it.
Yes.
He just had a movie.
Cordially Invited. I haven't seen yet. That's his newest one. Just came
Yeah.
out like a week ago.
All I'm saying is I don't know what you're talking about.
Will is funny. Will is funny, but he also has a targeted audience of like young adults, kids, and adults, whereas Adam Sandler's aged more upper.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of harder. Will,
That's because that whole extra decade that he had that people grew up with.
if we're not talking cartoons and stuff
And
like
they
that.
kind of came out at the same time. They were on SNL at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, they were on SNL at the same time.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler was making movies.
Yeah.
and he was more out in the
So
spotlight.
I kind
before
of thought,
Will Ferrell was.
I feel like Elf's a little unfair because that's like a kid's movie versus like Adam Sandler's target audience is adults. And so not a lot of adults,
Kinda.
so
Yeah.
that's kind of an
I'm
unfair
so
approach.
glad I got the big bacon classic.
Elf is a classic though. One beats a lot of movies.
I just don't like Adam Sandler's voice.
I will say this.
Why
I
are
don't think
you crying?
Oh my God.
I don't think the Elf is the best Christmas movie though.
I don't watch Christmas. I didn't even see Elf, so you got me
It's
on that.
not.
I just know it's big.
I'm a
You've
Home
never
Alone
seen
girl.
Elf?
Home
I
Alone.
haven't seen it all
Yeah.
together.
Die Hard.
Before we
That
wrap,
Hard is a Christmas movie
Yeah,
too.
damn right it is.
before we wrap this up, I did want to get through the 2 food items I tried out this week, just because I didn't try them out for nothing.
Give it to me, Daddy.
Just tried the KFC new Mike's Hot Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was decent. If you've ever put honey on something, that's what it was. I mean, it wasn't like we were talking about with spicy stuff, how like you go to places and they have new spicy things and they're rarely spicy. This was not spicy at all.
Okay.
Not spicy at all.
But last night I did try Cracker Barrel's new items. They have a new Oreo cheesecake filled pancakes.
What?
Sounds like it's gonna make me throw up.
It was amazing. It was amazing. They have that in a strawberry version. I got the Oreo version. And it is the pancake folded over, filled with cheesecake in the middle, and then Oreos all over the top of it, and then chocolate syrup on it.
That sounds like that would be
Sounds
served
like
at a
so
county
good.
line
Sounds
fair.
like some Denny's shit I would
This
get
is
at
why
midnight.
America.
It was so good.
This is why America is where. This is why we got fucking RFK Jr.
I'm up.
as our.
He's sick of this shit.
We gotta make sure.
I feel like I would find that.
The Oreos out of breakfast. The Oreos not for breakfast.
Dude, they
Is he not the easiest impression to ever do, by the way?
Oh my
I see
god!
people on social media do it. I'm like, wow, that's really good. And then I try and I'm like, oh, yeah.
I can do it.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first time trying it.
Me too.
The other night, I went and got Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. We gotta put the cat meat back in it.
I thought y'all were the same person for a second.
That's what I'm saying. It's an easy impression. But yeah, it was very fucking good. I put on 3 pounds yesterday.
Did you really?
Yep, happily.
Good man.
I'll
Dude,
shit
that
all
sounds
out
like
tonight.
you would look for that at the county line fair.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like deep fried
Definitely.
Oreo type
yeah,
shit.
like
It was so good. I mean, I go to Cracker Barrel like once or twice a year, so it's not like I'm
Y'all
going.
try the Oreo Coca-Cola?
Yes, I did.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
It was
Did you
okay.
guys know
I
that?
like the Oreo. I like the, you know what I'm trying to say?
The Oreos.
I like the it's like I'm going to say the same word. I like the Oreo Coca-Cola is better than the Coca-Cola Oreo.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys?
Or the other way around is what I meant
Do
to
you
say.
guys know what's in an Oreo?
Coca-Cola, we just
white
said
stuff and a
This
chocolate
guy even
cookie.
listening?
I don't even fucking know what's in Oreo either, because
Cream.
you could take a torch to an Oreo and nothing would happen.
Takes some time.
I've
Okay,
seen it.
I will
It
say
takes some time.
I
You've done
tried.
it?
It takes some time. You need one of them powerful boys.
Okay. Hot take though. This is gonna make me sound like a fatty. You dip that in marshmallow fluff and then roast it on the campfire, and then put that in your graham
That's
cracker.
not just fatty though. That's some high shit too.
It's good as fuck. I had
Yeah.
it when I went camping for the 4th of July. I went to West Virginia, and the owners of the little campsite came out and was like, let's get some Oreos, dip them in, and we roasted them. It was really good.
I will tell you guys this, as an adult, because never thought to do it, never wanted to do it. I never had DiGiorno pizza
Okay.
as an adult.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Had it for the first time the other night. Changed my life.
It's not
Oh
delivery.
my
It's
God.
DiGiorno.
I just love the softness.
Man, I'm
Just
telling
the
you, if
softness.
you've never experienced, or if you're like prone to eating just regular ass frozen pizza, treat yourself. Get yourself a DiGiorno.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I don't usually eat frozen pizza. My favorite pizza in the world is Little Caesars.
right.
Little Caesars is banging.
I'm a frozen
Shut
pizza
your
connoisseur.
fucking mouth, bro.
It is banging. It's so
Shut your-
good for
shut
the
your mouth.
price.
I don't know if
Little
you ever had these, but
Caesars.
the little pizza cups that they had, bro,
The new ones, pizza puffs or whatever.
Yeah.
they're the best thing in the world.
They are. I can't even eat the whole
Never had 'em.
four-pack though.
You've never had 'em?
They're
No, they're
really
new.
good.
The
They've only
new-
been out for like 6 months, right?
Yeah.
6 months. That's
Yeah.
a long time.
I will bring pizza cut because we tried it on when we did the sneaker panel. He brought some in. We didn't try it on air, but next week I'll have some. I'll have some ready, and I'll have them fresh.
And
Yeah.
I will remind him.
Yes.
I've had Little Caesars, I think, 2 or 3 times in my life.
Why do you hate yourself?
What?
It's so good.
Oh, he didn't grow up poor. He didn't grow
Now
up
it
poor.
makes sense.
Listen,
That's-
Little
that's
Caesars
privilege.
the next day,
Now it
cold
makes
from the
sense.
fridge.
It's the best.
the best.
If
Yeah.
it makes it that long,
Don't
shit.
reheat
yeah.
it. Eat it cold.
Eat it cold.
Like
No,
so
okay,
good.
I'm just gonna say right now, don't ever reheat a fucking pizza. You eat that shit cold.
Yes.
No.
You
Yes.
Not since air fryers have existed.
No. The best way to reheat a pizza
Air fryer.
is, sir, may I finish?
Saucepan with water. I know what you're going to say.
Saucepan with water.
I knew you were gonna-
Put a saucepan down, put a little water in it, and then put the pizza on there,
Steam it.
and steam it, put the cap over it. Ugh, the crunch.
And then air fryers
Okay,
became
but
invented.
I
and that's
like
all we need
white
now.
sauce pizza. I love sausage, pineapple, and
Oh,
Alfredo
what?
sauce for
Okay.
my pizza.
No.
She's from Hawaii, bro. Chill.
okay, I'm okay with
good.
the pineapple.
It's
the white
good.
sauce.
No, the
dude. What
sausage with the
fuck,
pineapple
man?
with the white sauce. I'm telling you, it's good.
It reminds me of like.
Casey's breakfast pizza.
Don't start with me.
Well, no,
man.
it reminds me
Sausage
of like.
gravy base.
Y'all are gonna make me fight.
Remember the elementary school breakfast pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. The
Yeah.
garlic one.
The plastic slabs.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Goated. I'm gonna find where you get the set. You can get a whole set.
Or
Yeah,
food service.
online.
All that shit's from GFS.
Really?
Yeah.
With the little sun with the
The smiley face French fries. Is that what you're going?
no.
Those are GFS too. I'm
that and then also the little donuts too.
I don't know about the what I don't know what that is.
If it was at the cafeteria, it's at GFS.
Really?
Yeah, Bosco sticks, all that. You can go to GFS and get it.
Well, there's a whole set that you can get online, and they'll ship it to you, and it's freeze dried. I'll find it.
I don't know
I'll
how I
find
used
it.
to
I'll
eat
get
some
it,
of that
and we'll
stuff.
try it
Like,
and rank it 1 through 10.
the older I get, the more I'm
I
like,
used to fuck up those butter noodles.
yes.
I don't know why. They're just butter noodles. I
Yeah.
loved it at school.
Well, my
But I also wasn't allowed, not allowed, but you said you didn't grow up poor.
While we're on the topic, I just want to let
I
you
didn't
know
get hot lunches.
I cut my pizzas with the katana, just so we're clear. Just so we're clear.
all
Totally
right.
unnecessary, but I get it.
Yes.
I
I
get
have a
it.
katana at home that I cut pizzas.
It's some Lupe Fiasco shit for real.
Do you
in
guys?
the backyard.
I have a question. When your guys' pizza comes out of the oven, do you guys immediately try to slice it and eat it, or
No.
are you patient enough to like sit there and wait for the 5 minutes?
I'll let that fucker sit for like 4 hours.
Fuck that. I'm cutting it. I'm eating it now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut and eat it now.
Yeah, because
I'm not
I
gonna
can't. That 5 minutes out of the oven when it's just sitting there and I'm smelling it, like that's the worst 5 minutes of my life. Like I cannot wait to cut the pizza. I know it won't cut even. I know the cheese is gonna go everywhere, but I need it now when it comes out the oven.
Okay, and I know we're trying to wrap this up, but real quick, what's your favorite budget frozen pizza and fancy frozen pizza
I mean, DiGiorno is my favorite.
of the fancy ones?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really know. My favorite budget pizza are the little, the little boats that you can get. The little dollar
The
boats.
little boats.
The little dollar boats. The little French bread boats.
Yeah.
That you just throw in the microwave.
Yeah, you nuke them joints for like 3
Yeah, but
minutes.
that's those are French bread. That's not pizza. I mean,
it's-
You
I mean,
said the budget
there's-
pizza.
there's
That's the
French-
bottom of the barrel.
No.
but
There's sauce on it.
Look,
There's
okay.
bread. There's cheese.
Okay.
And there's
I got you.
pepperoni.
You don't like Little Caesars, so I'm
Budget-
already sketchy
He's
about
coming
your
from a place of privilege.
Right,
Listen,
right.
It just reeks privilege, bro. I don't fucking like this premise going on.
budget friendly hot pockets.
Jesus,
that's not.
Yeah,
That is
that is
pizza.
pizza.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
a-
favorite
that's why it's
budget
called a
friendly
pizza
pizza
boat.
pocket.
yes.
Pizza pocket, pizza boat.
That's not.
And then
that's
my
not
favorite
frozen pizza.
fancy is the
Then what is
$6.
Well, okay, your options are Mama Cozy, which I think is
See,
absolute
now you're
trash.
cornering me. Now you're cornering me.
Mama Cozy is trash. That's the only frozen pizza I will not eat. But Jack's Pizza is by far my favorite.
What's
so
wrong
you'll
with
eat
Mama
the Stranger
It's-
Things pizza.
I bet you if they
What
charged
does that
another
mean?
$1 for it,
You know that you know how they have the pizza man from Stranger Things in the last season.
Yeah.
They made a pizza brand from
Yeah,
his pizza.
Surfer Boy Pizza.
Yeah, so you'll eat
but
his.
that's not cheap.
No, but like you're saying that you'd rather eat that. You're saying that's the only pizza you wouldn't eat.
See, now you're making me think. Actually, I just had a really good experience with a Red Baron.
How I don't know how much those are. How much are Red
Yeah, those
Barons?
are like 2 for 10, 2 for 12.
Yeah,
Okay, so they're kind of like mid range.
They're like
the thick
mid-range.
crust, right?
Because the Jack's
No,
pizzas,
regular traditional crust.
you used to get Jack's
Okay.
pizzas for $2 a piece, and it was like the cheapest you can get. And I love Jack's pizzas.
Jack's pizza's pretty fire.
Those are my
but I
favorite.
do like to doctor my pizzas up a little bit because I got a whole big thing of pizza seasoning.
Mhm.
So throw a little extra flavor on there, a little bit of extra cheese if you want to. You got to doctor them joints up. But yeah, them $2 hollers Jack's. I like it when they have them on sale for 5 for 10.
I love Jack's Pizza. That's what I
Yeah.
grew up eating all the time was Jack's.
I will give you that. No shade on Mama Cozy. Do you back off
that's Aldi.
You better back off Aldi and Little Caesar
I
for one.
love Aldi's
For one.
pizza.
I don't have a problem with Aldi.
But
I just hate their
I'm
Mama
giving you
Cozy
Jack's.
pizza.
I'm trying to give you Jack's.
I don't
Made with
trust
real
your
craft
palate.
cheese.
trying to give you Jack's.
I don't trust your palate.
I
Have
was
you
gonna
had
say,
Jack's?
I've had Jack's, but I don't trust your palate because you said Little Caesars is trash.
I like the fancy pizza from Aldi, the spinach Alfredo garlic pizza. Every time it's
Mama Cozy makes a fancy version.
That's nice. I like it. It's super good,
then-
and it sells out within the first day it's put out. I kid you not. It's
They
put
throw
in
it
there,
out.
and people grab
They
it.
throw it
I
out.
have friends. I have
see this
friends
shit?
on TikTok that are like, I'm gonna
shit
take
outta
5,
here.
6 of these home. They're super good, and they're $6.
Have you guys had Screaming Sicilian?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite, like
Fancy
of the
one?
higher end ones.
Are those
Yeah.
the ones with like the loaded pepperoni?
They got the
small
mustache
one?
and the mouth.
It's the packaging has a big mouth open. That's how you see the pizza on the inside is a mouth. That one's pretty good. I do like Heggy's pizza. That's like a higher end one. It's like $12 for a frozen pizza. And then also Rosati's makes pizza. That's a
Rosati's.
local one.
Yeah.
There's just like $9, $10, and those are pretty good.
Do you guys like deep dish pizza?
Love deep dish.
Like deep dish from Chicago?
Yeah,
if
Blue
I'm gonna
Malnati's
do
my favorite.
If I'm gonna do deep dish, I'm only gonna do Giordano's.
Because I used to like them until they stopped doing the whole sausage patty on the bottom, and now they just do regular sausage.
What?
Who?
Yeah, and they don't do the
Where?
sausage
Place?
patty
What are you
anymore.
talking
Which
about?
place are you talking about?
I can't think of the
This
name
isn't
of
everywhere
Because
now.
if you get the keto one from Blue Malnati's, it is a whole sausage base. They don't even have crust.
Yeah, I don't like their
Like no
sausage
bread.
base.
It's
well,
all
that's
sausage.
fucking lame.
I like
Well, for keto because it's no breading.
it. But
I don't like the Illuminati's ones. I like the one from
Giordano's?
no Joe Osmos.
Oh,
Joe
Joe
Sosimo's,
Sosimo's. Yeah, they make a keto pizza too.
so if you order keto pizza, they'll just make the base the sausage patty.
Yeah, so
No,
instead of
man.
crust on the bottom, it's just sausage that they flatten out, and then all the ingredients go on
This
top
is
of
gonna
that.
change my life because I don't
Yeah.
even really like the breading that much.
Yeah,
With the
and
sausage
they call it
pizza?
deep dish, but it's only
You're
like,
like,
this
this
tall.
fucking
Like it's not.
sorcery.
Dude,
It's
I
like
don't
Keto
know.
only
people,
half
it
the
works.
size.
For the keto people,
Yeah.
Keto, yeah, okay, I
I like
understand that. I understand that. Then get some cauliflower in your life, man. The cauliflower crust.
I don't think those places have that. Those places have
Yeah,
that.
they don't
That
have
sounds
it. The
delicious.
thing is like when they do cauliflower, they use regular flour too, and it's just like fucking why?
Oh, did you
I
guys?
don't know about that.
When's the last time you guys got on deep dish? Because the last like 3 times
been a
I've
while.
gone,
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a while for me too.
Yeah.
Probably
So-
a year.
the last 3 times I've gone, they've pulled the pizza and it's just broken. It hasn't done the big pull.
Yeah,
And-
the
From
last
what
time I had
place?
deep dish, I
Joe
got
Sosimo's.
I got deep dish from BJ's, and it's not deep dish. It's just thick ass.
Don't trust BJ's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, I got to go to somewhere that actually makes.
I've never had New York pizza, but
I've had it.
do you think it's better than Chicago? No, you think
No.
Chicago's better?
Of course.
Ooh.
There's
Of course.
there's a spot since we're on the topic that I haven't been in a long time. Fire ass pizza. I don't even know if it's still good. What is it? Over in Richmond Park, Illinois. It's a Chicago Dough Company.
Is that
sounds
over by
familiar.
Wrigley?
No, it's in Richmond Park. This
That
is over
sounds familiar.
down like Steger Road.
Oh. Okay.
I've never been there, but I've had sourdough pizza before at American Dough Company in Oregon, and that's the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
I don't know if I have.
Sourdough pizza. If you get the chance to try it, order it.
Well, we're for sure
Trust
gonna have
me
that
on
Little
it.
Caesars next week. I'm gonna make you eat your fucking words.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
I
Little
didn't say I'm not
Caesars
willing to
next
try
week.
it. I didn't say I won't eat Little Caesars. I just won't choose to pay for it.
Oh, we already know.
I can spend a couple more bucks and get like Domino's.
Yeah, we already know.
bro.
Domino's
know.
is trash.
It's not.
Trash.
So gross.
They make great sandwiches though.
Domino's
Yeah.
fucking sucks. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
trash.
No,
It's so
I
bad.
fucking hate Domino's. Domino's, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
Literally.
I love Domino's.
Nah, Domino's eating my ass.
I used to work
man.
there.
No, fuck Domino's.
So
Yeah.
did you work there when it was shitty because they changed the recipe? What, like 8 years ago?
No, I worked there last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot how young you are. 8 years ago, you probably weren't even playable.
I was trying to pick up a weekend job, and I had a friend who worked there, and they were like, "Oh, I'm transferring stores. They're hiring. You should apply and be a delivery driver. It pays more," which it did, and it was nice, and I enjoyed it. But the manager was all up in my business.
So you didn't
See,
like the
fuck
company.
Domino's.
No, the company. No, but
You didn't like the company. We're
I
talking
saw
about
how they
pizza.
operate.
We're not talking about the game.
No, I
We're talking
saw
about pizza.
how they
I
operate.
hate Domino's pizza. Look me in my eyes when I'm talking. I hate Domino's pizza.
It's personal.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's trash.
good.
And you should see,
good.
like if you saw, you would never want to eat Domino's pizza.
I valued your opinion up until you even didn't like Little Caesars.
No.
But now, dude,
Your words mean nothing. to me.
Little Caesars, I think, is probably the lowest tier of any
On that note,
fast food.
on that note, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Happy
got-
Valentine's Day.
we gotta cut the recordings. 'Cause
Yeah. We're gonna beat up Joe as soon as we cut
I
the
gotta,
Go
camera.
I gotta
buy-
send my wife my location.
Okay, $12 at Costco again for
Yes.
this chocolate covered strawberry with white chocolate and milk chocolate. $4 at Target,
Martinelli's, hell yeah.
and then how much were those?
2 for $3 at
Make her
the
butt bleed.
Jewels.
38 at Costco for the giant
Let's
yogurt
go.
pretzels.
Let's go.
Sweet.
And that is it for today.
You guys have a great, great, great Girls Love Day. Thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill with my beautiful guests. And we shall see you guys very, very soon.
Give
Drive
me a plug real
safe.
quick.
Huh?
Can
Oh,
I
yeah. Plug your shit, man.
Yeah, if you want to come follow me on Facebook, it's
Yes.
Lucas Santos Davila. If you want to come follow me on YouTube, that is Hackus Prime, HACKUS PRIME. Come follow the journey of Broken to Boken and see how far I can take this broken body and see if we can make something out of it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to actually plug it in the front, too.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
Oh, on the front and the back. Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.